sideline.
We'll put you on the sidelines. Hey everyone, welcome back to Is Your Six Covered? We are doing ropes and knots number 3 today. We're gonna do some of the knots that we learned in the past. We have some great individuals. We have what in the hell is that? I always do that. All right, check that one off the list again. Newbie, the rule of newbie. All right, so we have TR Prepper, and we have Matt from Resist the Tyranny. So thank you, gentlemen, for showing up tonight.
Well, I don't know how much help I'll be, but I'm here.
You know what? It's going to be fun. It doesn't matter if you know any knots or if you know every knot. We are going to have fun. Hopefully the 0 viewers out there watching right at this second will learn something. We do have Space Buns in the background, so she is learning. So she's going to be our ghost viewer for the night. Oh, we have a viewer. So thank you guys for tuning in, and we're going to have some fun. So how's everybody doing tonight?
I'm okay.
Is it cold out there, TR Prepper? My wife's out by you right now in that town we were at before doing some recon, so
okay, cool.
She's probably freezing her butt off, but she's
it's not bad. It's cool. It's about normal. It's, I don't know, 50, 60 degrees, probably 50 degrees outside or something like that. It's not bad.
All right. Well, it's got to be a little warmer over in Arizona, right, Matt?
It is. We got a bit of a cold snap. It was 45 degrees when I woke up this morning, but it got up to like 70 or 72, something like that today.
That's a perfect day. Yeah, it was about the same today.
That's the thing about the desert. The extreme from daylight to dark really throws you off. So even 40 degrees feels a lot colder than 40 degrees when it was 70 or 80 earlier that day, you know.
I agree completely, man. I mean, I was actually commenting to one of the guys I work with. It was, 45 degrees when I went into work today. And I said, 45 here does not feel the same as 45 in Ohio.
That's true. I think when I visited North Carolina, it was snowing, and it was obviously cold enough to snow, but it just seems different. I don't know if it's... I don't know. I keep hearing a dry cold, a wet cold, and there's differences, I guess. But it wasn't as bad as normal, for sure. So, viewers out there, if you are watching this show and you want to learn how to tie some knots, we have Stump Greenwood SC, and we have TR Prepper, which is on the panel. And we have Jeep from Urban to Country Homestead. Chatted with him last night. Great guy if you haven't had a chance to meet him, along with everybody else on the panel. And so far, that's what we got. And we have Ghost Space Buns. So she's hiding in the corner there, tying knots with us, but she is off camera. But we're ready to rock. So, TR Prepper. We're going to learn a few knots. Matt's gone through the process before, so he is a knot expert because he's done, I think it was Ropes and Knots 2. So he's going to go ahead and teach the rest of tonight's show. No, just kidding.
You're completely right. I am not an expert.
He is a knot expert. But we're going to start off very simple and try to utilize some knots that we would utilize or use basically anywhere in the outdoors, to some rescue knots. And the reason why I teach the rescue knots is the percentage of the rope stays stronger than some of the other knots that we'll learn, like square knots and different knots like that lose quite a bit of percentage of the rope strength. So everybody's got some type of cordage or rope to use a knot or make a knot.
Mm-hmm.
I got the same stuff I had last time, the same color paracord, but I was wearing a green shirt last time. So
that was horrible last time. I did. Oh shit! I did this once before with camo, and he was using brown rope, and you know he always wears camo chameleon, and I was like, "Is it tied right?" He's like, "I don't know," and he'd put it up to the thing, and it'd be right behind his shirt, and it was pretty tough to figure out, but we got through it. It was a lot of fun. Great individual. So chameleon, good guy. So let's just start with a square knot. Have you guys heard of that one before? Right over left, left over right, basically.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only knot I know.
All right. This thing keeps wanting me to upgrade. This app is using features from newer version of Google Talk. So basically, you put the right over the left. You go like that, and then you go left over the right, and then you know you have the knot correct if you can do this.
I think, yeah, well, yeah.
So if you didn't tie it right, it's not going to do this, but that's basically a granny knot if you tied it wrong. So we'll do that a couple more times. I think the people out in the audience, I know Jeep he's been practicing his knots, he told me. I think it was last night. So we'll give everybody a chance to comment. That way, I know Not in Space Bun said, "Oh, she's not a ghost anymore. She's out and about in the chat. So say hi to her if you haven't said hi to Andrea." Let's see. All right, so let me switch back over so I can see what's going on.
Oh, that's not right.
Now this knot you can use for 100 million different things, but it would be good for like tying your sleeping bag together after you spend all the energy and effort of making a nice tight roll. You can use that knot. Tying stuff on your rucksacks, using it for tying stuff on your saddle. This would be a knot you would use for tying stuff around your saddle. Or your Harley, if you're running a roll, you know, a bag roll or a bed roll, that would be a good knot for tying your stuff around the Harley. There you go, Matt's got it. I don't know.
That was Space Buns.
Oh, that was Space Buns. Okay, Space Buns has it. Women always learn the best because they actually listen. The guys don't listen so well.
What did you say? What did you say?
I don't know. I don't remember. So did you get the square knot down, TR?
Yeah, I mean that's just your basic knot. Yeah, I know that one.
All right.
Like you said, especially with the paracord, I guess it depends on what kind of cordage you was using. I mean, a rope may kind of bind up and not loosen up as easy, but yeah, if you pull it tight, at the same time, it does have some slip to it.
It's not a great knot. No, this is one of the knots that you learn to not rely on the rescue world, but it is a good knot for. Why is my screen blue? That was weird. All right, got some issues going on here. I'm all grayed out. There we go. It's wanting me to upgrade this thing. If I upgrade it now, I wonder if it's going to screw up this whole chat.
It'll probably hang it up.
Using Windows 8?
No, I'm on Apple. So I don't know what I'm on. All right, well, we'll just keep moving on, and I'll just have a gray screen going. I don't know if you guys see that. Do you see that or no?
No, it's working fine.
Okay. So we'll move on. Let's do, we'll go back to the 8 family. We'll start with that again. Man, that is weird. But, so you have a piece of rope, and they call it a stopper knot. So it's basically you're going to make it look like an 8. So you're going to cross it around, and if you went, and then you're going to go up, and then as you tighten, that knot's going to turn into a shape of an 8. If you didn't go around far enough, you're going to end up with a granny knot.
Yeah, that's what I ended up with.
So you need to go around one more time or one more half turn, and then you'll end up with a knot. Now these knots that I'm showing you, the family of 8s, these are made for doing rescue. You can use them for yourself to self-rescue yourself out of a building. Just have a good day of climbing ropes and knots, or ropes, hills and mountains and cliffs, and climbing rocks. So we utilize these in the rescue realm of the things because the percentage of the rope is basically, this paracord is 550 pounds. It's rated at, but as soon as you put a knot in it, it's no longer rated at 550 pounds. And that's all going to dictate, there it is, Matt's got it. It's all going to dictate what knot you're using.
Yeah, I think I got it too. I know it's black, it probably don't show up right, but
no, that looks like it.
Yeah.
So that's an 8.
It took me 3 attempts, but I think I got it.
That's all right. Now we're here to have fun. We're here to learn. Hopefully you guys later on can. I am Apple too. So Space Buns is an apple. All right. And
well, don't let Andrea on. She's gonna show us up, Matt.
She's right there. Bam. She got that down. All right.
Because I listen.
That's an 8. Exactly. That's a stopper knot. We put these at the end of a rope bag. So if we're gonna do, usually we don't use the end of the rope and throw it over the cliff and try to rescue somebody that way. We lower them down and have the system up at the vehicles or at the pickets or whatever our anchors are. But when you're climbing, doing some rope climbing, if you're, you can throw it over the cliff and rappel down after you tie the knots and the anchors and stuff. And that knot can be in the bag. So if for some reason you threw a 150-foot rope down a 300-foot hill, this knot will stop you. It'll keep you from letting your lowering device, whether it's an 8-plate or a rack or whatever the case may be. This isn't the knot, by the way. So instead of rappelling down and then just falling into your death, this knot would stop your, whatever your lowering system is. Does that make sense? So that's why they call it figure 8 stopper knot.
Going through the, and I don't know anything about rappelling.
Yeah, brake bar
about
rack.
The little buckle thing or whatever.
Yeah. Basically, the carabiner is usually a D-shaped. There's different shapes, but it's a D-shaped, and it has hopefully you're using a locking carabiner where you tighten it up, or it auto locks, clicks in, because you have to twist it first and then open the gate. But yeah, that would attach to your lowering system, your brake bar rack, or there's quite a few ways to rappel down, but if an 8-plate or a brake bar rack is most of the norm that people are going to hear about or see out there.
I know
so
that
would
if you
just
screw. I know that if you screw up during rappelling, the stop at the end is really bad.
Yes, the falling's not dangerous. Falling is not dangerous. It's the quick stop at the end that is the part that usually gets you.
Yeah, that's me too. I'm not afraid of heights. It's just the sudden stop at the end.
Exactly. That's the part that people don't like. Well, I can't blame them much, but. All right. So, along with that, since we learned the figure 8, where you went around and then came back up and then you ended up with this, do the exact same thing but double your rope. So now I have 4 pieces dangling, basically.
Oh, I need 2 pieces?
Nope. It's just one long piece folded in half.
Oh, okay.
So you'll fold it in half. We're going to do a figure 8 on a bite. Trying to figure out a way to make it. I cannot. It's so weird. My screen is gray.
Okay.
You're there. So Matt just tied a figure 8 on a bite. So TR, you're going to do the exact same thing. You're going to go around, and you're going to. Now you have a bite. And this part here, the bend of the rope is the bite. Notice TR's not showing anybody.
Yeah, because
Let's do it again. Tell me if you get lost. We'll just do it again. The
well,
people
one
out
thing
in the audience
I
may
need a
be
longer
lost as
piece.
well.
I need a longer piece of paracord for it.
How long does the piece you have?
I don't know. 2.5 feet, 2 feet.
Yeah, I got 2.5 feet right here.
I got it.
Let
me see, Space Buns. That looks kind of shady.
No.
That looks like it, and then we just need to clean that up. So basically a knot that's not well prepared or prepped.
Show it again. I am totally lost.
Look at Matt. Matt's looks perfect.
There you go. That's a cleaned up knot. That is still hard to see, though. All right. So here you go, TR.
I'm going to move my camera to see.
I mean, show me how you did it, because I'm totally lost.
All right. So here's a piece like 2.5 feet long. I'm going to fold it in half.
In my jammies.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on one sec. My wife's calling, so I got to answer this for just a second.
Bigger name on the other line.
We'll carry the show for you.
All right, so TR, I got some pretty good lighting here now.
Show me your
So this is what I did.
Okay.
I folded the darn thing in half like that.
Yeah.
And then bend it over, leaving it hang, and take it around
Twice.
1.5 times.
Yeah.
And then back up through.
Okay.
I got it.
I think that's what I just did then. I think that's what I got.
Yeah, looks like it.
I was trying to do the 2 loops, like 2 separate ropes. That's what was screwing me up. Yeah, the lighting made a big difference.
Yeah, I had to move my camera. Stump Greenwood says, I'm with you all so far. Camera's too close now. So he's on the phone with the wifey.
Yeah. Oops. I'm not doing anything, huh? Yeah, I'm cleaning the house. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, I'm not messing around online. No.
I gave up YouTube. I promised.
You been doing any videos, TR?
Yeah, I put one out today, actually.
Oh, did you? I saw the one where you're, well, a lot of them you do. You're sitting on the stump, but you were talking about, ammo. I saw that one. The can of ammo, spam can. That was a good one. Did Matt teach you the figure 8 on a bite?
Yeah, I got it. I was for some reason I was thinking, I don't know. It don't matter. I got it figured out now.
Well, cool. All right, so
go ahead.
Now here's the same thing, and the last time I'll use the same story as we did. So the knot you just learned. Say you're out in the wilderness and you need to build an anchor, but you don't have any carabiners, you don't have all the gizmo gadgets, and you just need to figure out a way to basically walk down a steep incline, and you want a source of something to stabilize you because there's not a bunch of tree branches and stuff like that. And the figure 8 on the bite, you can't make it big enough or climb all the way to the top of a tree and then go and then put your to get it around it. Does that make sense? Like this loop right here. Say this was 3 foot around right here, and you had a 3-foot tree. You can't climb to the top of the tree and then bring a loop all the way around the branches and all the way down back to the trunk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to be able to tie that same knot, not utilizing any anchor straps or carabiners or any of that stuff. So we're thinking simple, simplistic kind of things out in the field. So you tie that figure 8 stopper knot that you tied earlier and put it kind of in the middle of your rope.
Okay.
All right. Now there's a difference between a figure 8 follow through and a figure 8 bend. And right now we're going to learn the figure 8 follow through. So I'm going to take the short end because this is like down the mountain, right? This is say 100 feet long or 200 feet long or 500 feet long, it doesn't matter. So you need to go, you're going to walk, you're going to tie the knot by the tree, you're going to walk around the tree. Sounds like I'm tying a bowline. But then you're going to follow this through. So in the spot that you came out from, you're going to go back through like that. You're going to follow it. And I'm going to use the other end because I don't have enough room or enough rope. So I'm going to follow this rope exactly how it was, and I'm going to put it just along the side of it. And I'm just going to follow it everywhere it went till it pops back out on the part that goes down the hill. And it's going to look exactly like a figure 8 on a bite. But this rope...
Did we do this last time?
Yeah. This rope, this one is 200 feet long and is all the way down the mountain. And then this is the short one. Now when you clean up a figure 8 of any type, you want to clean it so that you take the top one and you drop it down below and then you pull it and it should come out and lay pretty flat and nice and smooth.
Okay.
Let me click on it, hold on. That looks like it.
Got his picture in there.
Yeah, that's it, Matt. How about you, TR?
Man, mine's just a mess.
So
I'm totally like fucking lost.
in the middle of that rope, just do a regular figure 8 stopper knot. Just that one.
Okay.
I better get to the comments. Let me see how everybody's doing out there. 8 follow through is next then. Stump Greenwood said. Yep, so the 8 follow through is next. So we just did the figure 8 follow through. Let me try to. Hell, if I had you, we're gonna do simple stuff. Oh, some Greenwood says if he would have, if he knew we were doing the simple stuff, he would have joined. Well, I think I sent you over an invite. A6, click on your picture. Oh yeah, too late on that one. Spaceman's is trying to remind me not to click on my picture when I walk away. That was another fail. I'll have to write that one up as a learning curve. All right, so TR Prepper, you made the figure 8 stopper knot, right?
Yeah, I think.
Right. So then grab the end of this and then put it back through. So you're just going to feed it back through the same way it came in. So if I kept pulling it, it would slip through, but I don't want it to slip through because it's going around a tree, right?
Okay.
And then follow this around and go just lay the other rope, lay the one you're building right now on the other one. Just follow the same path. I know my fingers are in the way, but clean it up a little bit, and then you should look like that. And that's not even the...
I'm working on it.
Which rope looks easier for you guys to see?
The pink, I can see the pink good. That's fine.
This is a bright orange. How about this one?
Whatever it is.
That's too bright. That's the one that glowed last time. Last time Matt and I were tying knots, it looked like it was glowing.
I mean, I got a knot. I got a loop out of it. I don't know if I did it right, but
Let me see. Oh, it's hard to tell.
yeah, it's black. I'm sorry. That's the only color I got.
I want to go with maybe.
I don't understand what the how that's going to make a difference with the tree limbs though. If it's a knotted, if it's a loop, he still can't go over tree limbs. What was the purpose of it?
Okay, so here's what I mean.
I know the answer.
Okay.
Let me tie a knot real quick. All right, so I tied a figure 8 on a bite, and I have this knot, TR.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, normally I would have an anchor strap that went around a tree to a carabiner that clipped into the anchor strap, so it'd hold all this stuff. Okay? So that means there's some type of webbing that went around a tree, had a knot on it, and then the carabiner captured the webbing and then clicked into this rope right here. So I would have a good anchor strap. But being simplistic, not having all that stuff out in the field, I want to tie this around a tree. But I can't tie a really big knot to get over, climb all the way to the top of a tree and then bring it all the way over all the branches and then I'd have my knot. Does that make sense? You're tying it the other way because well, think of a big loop. Think of a big, help him out, Matt.
All right.
You got an idea?
Yes. Andrea, give me your arm. Okay. In the camera more. Okay. So here's the tree branch. All right. And so you start out with that knot, and you go around the tree branch, and then go
The tree stump.
Go tree stump, and then go back through your knot like you said. Which, hold on, let me go through it real quick.
This represents branches.
Right. And so now
You can walk around the tree, but you can't slide the rope over all the limbs.
I have an anchor point where I didn't have to climb the tree and drop the loop over it or whatever.
You just walk around the tree and do it. Does that make sense, DR?
How are you getting the rope over the branches though? Are we climbing a tree or are we just tying a rope around a tree?
Just trying to rope around a tree.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought we was climbing a tree.
The point is to avoid the climb.
I'm sorry. I was like, I still don't see how we're gonna get this over the branches.
Exactly the point.
Okay. Well, I think I got it though. I got it, and it is a good knot. It's very sturdy. It ain't giving any, even on this paracord. The paracord is bad about slipping.
Yeah.
Well, on the simple knots that I know, it normally slips.
I think I think we're on our own again.
Yeah, I think the boss called in.
Yeah. We can turn this into a political chat real quick.
Yeah.
Back, we're talking politics. Or guns.
Sorry, folks. Kid issues. He's being mean to me. Blah, blah, blah.
Well, you're just gonna have to rewatch your. You're just gonna have to rewatch your own chat to find out what. We're talking
Oh,
about.
I'm sure it was good. I can't wait to watch it. I think she's. Oh, something about being dirty. So I'm definitely gonna have to watch that later.
No, that was earlier when she was showing her knot, the first knot.
I got it.
She had a little action like that going on. That's why I said that.
All right, you guys. So now let's even make it more difficult. And the knot we're going to learn is a figure 8 bend, which looks almost exactly like a figure 8 follow through, but now like a square knot or a square bend, depending on where you learn ropes from. You're going to have opposing tails. So that means when you're done with this knot, you should have a tail on this side and a tail on this side with a knot in the middle of it. So I'll tie it with 2 colors just to give you an easier idea of what it looks like. So again, with that simple figure 8 stopper knot or figure 8 knot. So now a follow through, I would have come this way, and then I would have tails on the same side. But since we're doing a figure 8 bend, I'm going to come in this way and do the exact same thing, but only different.
Exact same thing, but different.
Yep. Makes perfect sense, right?
Exactly.
I got it.
And Super Space Buns has already tied the knot because she is a rope rock star.
No, I don't think so. I have something else.
So it should look like that.
Okay.
There should be a tail over here and a tail over here. And
So we need 2 pieces of cord.
no, or you can just use the 2 ends that you have. Let me clean this up so it looks a little nicer.
Now, how is this different than what we just done?
The tails are opposing each other, where before the tails were on the same side.
I remember having problems with this one last time.
Yeah. So if you tied a knot, let me tie one over here. If I tie a knot, a figure 8, and this is my tail, instead of me going this way to make a follow through, so my tail would weave through the whole thing and then end up over here, so there'd be 2 tails, you're going to start this way. So when you weave it all through, the tail will end up on this side.
How do you know which way to start?
Because you're going to basically point these together and then come around. Does that make sense?
Not really.
So let's start over. All right, so
I'm working on it.
TR Prepper, tie just a figure 8 on a bite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I'm going to click on you, and if you can raise the rope up. Okay, now grab, where's the short end at?
Well, this is the short end over here.
That's the short end?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Do me a
I'm not
favor,
saying
tie
this
that
big.
knot, tie that knot closer to one side. That'll make it easier, less confusing for you.
Okay. And I may be doing a knot wrong. Let's see. I'll do it like this. I'll bring it around, make a loop,
Yep.
come around again, and then, oh, okay.
So just, hold that tail. Go around. Go around. Okay, go around another half turn right there. Okay, now bring it towards the camera and up through the hole.
Okay.
Now that should be an 8. Does it look like an 8? Yeah. Yeah, it looks like an 8. That's perfect knot right there. That's a figure 8 bite.
Okay.
Or no, it isn't. It's a figure 8. Stop or not. Okay, now take the long end.
Okay.
And see your left hand?
Mm-hmm.
Attack that knot. So make it like this. So it's here. Let me look. So I have the short end right here. Then grab the end of the rope. I have it folded because my knot's where. I'll just grab this end. And then bring this, your other end, the one you're holding in your left hand.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it through, and then start weaving these along.
You follow the...
You follow exactly where the other one is. Follow it exactly.
Okay.
And then you have that. It's not cleaned up yet, but that's what you're looking for. A tail on one side of the knot and the other side of the knot.
I got it.
That's it. That's it.
All right. That's good. I got 2 tails anyway.
I think it's it. Let me see. Bring it closer.
Maybe. Kinda.
No, I have 2. My ends are opposing. These are my 2 ends dangling.
Did you follow the whole thing, though?
I think
What
so.
do you mean? Look, I got...
It just looks weird. See how you have the little nub hanging off the side?
If I'd have known it was arts and crafts tonight, I'd have got a brighter cord, but...
Well, I don't want to teach you guys wrong, and then you go out and...
Yeah, but I mean, I think I got it right, because you can see it's doubled up every turn.
Yeah. It stops at each other. It is kind of messy, though.
Right?
And I do have tails at both ends. So...
That looks
Let me do this one over.
Right.
I see what happened.
And what is this knot good for?
This knot's good for attaching 2 ropes of the same size, diameter.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
So if you have a bunch of this paracord or you have a 1/2-inch Kernmantle rope rescue stuff, you can basically turn 250s into 300 foot minus the knot length, but it's for attaching 2 ropes of the same size.
That is good to know, because a lot of people have like paracord necklaces, paracord bracelets, and all that. And if that's all you had, but you had a bunch of little things, you could make a long rope with it. So that's pretty cool. All right. I'm learning.
Good. Let's see. Let's go back out to the chats. We got 10 viewers. Oh, General Banner has stopped by.
Oh, cool.
H is stopper. Must have jumped in the middle of a conversation. I don't know what he's talking about. Good evening, folks. We got Green Dragon Tavern Chats out there. How's it going, my friend? We got Mutt NC, General Banner, TR Pepper is saying hi to Johnny Master Arms Dunn. Hello, how are you, my friend? Croatian Forge. I think I said that right. Biddy Boo Brown, how are you, sweetie? Nice to see you out and about. If you'd like to jump in and get some rope stuff, you are more than welcome. Same with you.
That looks right, Matt. That's what I had anyhow.
Or anybody else out there for that matter.
Well, no.
Just tell me you want to jump in and join the fun, and I'll check out the chat here in a few minutes and try to scroll up and say, and if I missed anybody, I'm definitely sorry. Stump Greenwood, I did say already. And I think we're good. We got Jeep. Hopefully he's still up and about. All right, I think we're in action here.
Yeah. French Sniper just jumped in.
Oh, French Sniper, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. We're having fun. Grab some rope and learn some knots unless you are a rope genius. And if you are, you better get your butt on here so you can teach everybody some new stuff.
Yeah, I'll bow down because I don't know crap. I'm here for learning.
This is exactly why it is. And that's the reason why I wanted to do this chat, because it's fun. People are learning, a lot about the different countries and what's going on. Like, with Resist the Tyranny, he gives us a lot of information on what's going on in the United States and, in the countries around, and also Informed State of Mind. A lot of big topics like that. And this is more just down to earth, having fun, learning knots that you may use, may save your life someday, or whatever the case may be. So I have fun, enjoying tying knots, so I figured out why not? Maybe someone will show up and want to learn a knot. And Space Buns is out there with the little duckies waving. I still haven't figured out how the hell she does all that.
Watch that one. I think that's a troll. Keep your damn block button handy.
Who's that, Space Buns?
Yeah, watch out for that one.
Uh-oh. There's a Canadian moose on us. We got a Canadian moose about. We were having fun last night on Just Ducky, and Luke was sitting perfectly in line with that Canadian maple leaf, and it looked like he looked like a moose. It was kind of cool.
Looks like now.
Yeah, exactly. You bring some rope, my friend?
Yeah, I got that. I'm pretty sure I got that one. We do that different, though. I say we, as in not Canadians, but where they do it here fishing, they do the same thing, but it's a different knot. And so instinctively, I went back to that one. And
for tying two ropes together?
Right, so you get the two ends, right?
Yeah.
And you're basically crossing them over. And you just take so you cross them over. And then from here, you're basically just tying your one end off, and then basically it's a knot on this end, and then you take this one here, and it's basically another knot on this end.
Yeah, and it slides together?
Yeah, and then it slides together, right?
Yeah, we're going to tie that one later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thanks for ruining it there.
Yeah, that was my magic one. You know what?
Yeah.
How do you get a guy off of here, Matt? How do you click him off here?
Where's the hook at?
Where's the hook at?
She came in and told us the end of the movie.
Damn Canadians.
Yeah, sorry. I digress.
Ebola. It probably wasn't him. It's his troll.
Okay. You go on then. I'll watch.
Did you, were you watching at all? Or you kind of got...
I just got back from a run, so I like I said to you, I couldn't get in because I was on a merge call. But I just got back and got out of my uniform and got my rope and hoped that I could get in.
Well, luckily, Luke Banner is, I think he's still a fireman as well as a paramedic, or at least was. So he's probably got some of these knots down, so we should be able to move on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got a few of them going out. Yeah.
And I want to learn a few from you guys. If you have some good fishing knots, if you have some good whatever knots, I'm not here just to be teaching knots. I'm here to learn as well. I like to learn. So with that in mind, we're going to do the bowline. We'll start easy. Now, TR Prepper being a Navy man, he's going to remember this knot after we tie it a few times. So I do it this way. So if I'm going to draw the number 6, I'm going to go down the rope, and I'm going to draw it so that my ink is now on top of the line I already did. Everybody good with that?
Yeah.
All right. Then I want to take the tail. I want to go up, around from left to right, and then back down this bite. And the trick to this knot is you need to grab these two pieces, the tail and the other one, which was the 6, part of the 6 when you started, and then you pull up, and then you end up with a bowline.
Oh, how did I end up with a knot?
Because you screwed up.
So
Oh,
how do you pull both ends? You were saying pull both ends,
Yeah,
but
that's the
you
trick.
pulled one end up. What were you doing?
Matt didn't pull the right end. That's how he ended up with that. So
Yeah.
you make a 6, or you put the rope on top of itself.
Okay.
You go up. You go up, around, and back down. And the back down part's the part. Let me see if I can figure out how to make it so you guys can see it.
I think it'd be a lot easier to get a bowl if I just go to Africa.
So you grab these two pieces, the part that went around the top part. Think of this as up on the mountain up here.
That's a terrible.
And then you have to hold those two pieces, and then you end up with a loop.
Is it a slip?
No, it's not a slip.
No, it stays stationary.
There's a running bowline that we can do later, but we got to get past this one first.
All right, go ahead.
no.
No, don't pull both
No,
ends.
I didn't.
No, you got to grab those two, Matt. That's the trick to this knot, is you have to grab those two pieces. Keep practicing.
Right over my head. I have no idea.
You got it, man.
I think I got it. Is that right?
That looks right. Let me click on your thing. Okay, turn it. Okay. Now here's your option. And in my industry, we call it a fireman bowline and a Navy bowline. So the difference being where the tail ends up. So so as I tie this, I have my 6. I grab this. I come across, around, and I make it so it points to the outside. So when I pull it, my tail is hanging out and not in. Now if you went the other way, you would have this tail. Oops, this tail would be inside of the loop. So this is in my industry, this is a fireman bowline. And if the tail's inside, it's considered a Navy bowline. So let me spin it. There's a better picture of it right there. So you see the tail coming out. So depending on which way you go in and out, so you come up and you go around. Some people use the rabbit in the tree, blah, blah, blah. Whatever you want to think of it as. But the end of the rope will go up, around, and then back down. You hold the two and pull up. Then you end up with a nice clean bowline.
It's not supposed to slip then?
No, it should not slip. Now this is a knot that is not the greatest knot. This knot, especially if it is wet, will slip fairly easy.
Oh, so we probably shouldn't even be trying this then.
It's not a great knot, but it's a knot that you may use. Like, you know what you could use this knot for is learning how to tie the running bowline, which you could use for a snare. So you could use it as a snare. There's other knots you could use, but since we're talking about the bowline,
Mine keeps slipping.
you got to grab the two. Let me see if I back up, you can see it easier.
That one's hard to follow on camera. I gave up.
Alright. So try this for me. Let me see if I can do this. Alright, so this rope's tied off up here, and I'll spin the camera here in a second. Alright, so now I have a rope dangling from the sky. And I'm going to pretend I'm drawing. And I don't know how you guys ride a 6, but I start from the top. I work my way around, and then the ink touches the ink again as I get to the part that I came down from. Okay? So there's my 6. So you do the exact same thing with the rope. You're drawing the rope, you're coming around, and now this piece, because it's the ink, this ink here coming across is on top of that ink.
Okay.
General Banner's got his mic on, he's cussing, I think. Okay, now you can make it flat if you want, and you can say the rabbit goes up the hole, around the tree, and then back down the hole. Now see...
Same hole or the new hole?
No, the same hole.
Go around.
Now see these 2 pieces right here? These 2 pieces right here, I need to capture these and hold on to them. I don't let them slip. I don't let them do anything. I hold those 2 tight.
I'll show you.
And then from there, I pull up like that,
Go around
and
the tree.
and I end up with that.
I got that.
You got a mat knot. We're going to call that a resist the mat knot.
Oh, wait, I think I got it.
Let's see. Let me click on the screen.
No,
Oh, all right. We'll do it again.
I know how to tie my shoes.
Yeah,
that's
I
a
can do
bonus.
that.
All right.
It looks like you're not going through the same hole. It looks like you're going through the new loop
Yeah.
when you do it.
Let me try a new color then.
Go around the tree. There you go. And then back on the big hole. The big hole.
All right. Let me try a different color. All right. So I draw a 6. And I put that new rope on top.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'll make it easy. I'm going to turn it this way so that the top rope that I just did is on top.
Okay.
Okay, now let me find the end of this big old rope. There it is. Now I'm going to go, everybody with me so far?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to go up the hole, the only hole,
Around the tree.
around the tree from left to right,
Which is the big thing.
and then I'm going to, now there's these 2 pieces, and I don't pull anything yet. So you got to stop there. Now I'm going to grab this rope and this rope. So the one that went up the tree and the one that went down the tree, or down the hole and up the hole, I mean. And you're going to grab those 2 and not let it slip, move, do anything. Then I'm going to let go. I'm going to grab the tall rope, or the one that's up at the top of the mountain. And I'm going to pull this tight. And then I'm going to end up with that.
I give up. I'm sure it's simple. I just it doesn't look right on camera. I can't get it.
For a second now, but I'm going to ask this question. What the
So,
fuck's the point of that now?
How about this? Is this it?
Oh, I see. I'm working with a long rope. Okay, there's my circle.
No. No, because the tail, the one end should be coming through the same end. So it should be like, oh, I don't know. Let me get a light. I got an idea. Let me get a light, and then you'll see it a lot better.
Okay, I see the point. I see the point. Yeah, that's not bad, actually.
Woo.
Easy. You wouldn't want to get that knot out after any pressure on it, though.
It's sunny here in California. Holy hell.
Yeah, nice and sunny in California. Anyway, about your sunny in California, this knot is something you wouldn't want to screw with. That's what I was going to suggest. You need a white background in front of you. That makes it a lot easier.
Does it make it easier?
Oh, shit, yes.
Okay, so that's what you should see. See how it... Let me get a pin. I'll use scissors for now. So as it goes down, see this All right, I got to pretend I'm not right-handed because that was difficult. All right. So the rope that goes up and around and back down, that's where Matt, I think you don't have the two going through that same bite right there. The bite is that little round piece.
I got that shit right there.
It looks like it. There you go. Let's see.
About that.
Fucking right.
I don't know. That looks like. I'm not sure about that one, Luke.
What do you mean about that one? Look, there's my loop is huge though because I'm using with like really long rope.
You don't got to tell the whole world your loop is huge.
I swear to. Look, you know it only cost me $700 to come see you.
I know. I wish you would. All
Yeah,
right.
I know.
All right. So, how's TR Prepper doing? That looks like it.
No,
Man.
I gave up on it. I tried. I'm totally lost on that one.
All right. One more college try, TR Prepper.
Well, see, there's your problem. I didn't go to college. Well, actually, I did, but I didn't graduate.
Okay, here goes Matt. Or not Matt. Luke. Nope. Go around the tree. You're going in the hole already. Nope.
I pretty went out there. Look. Here.
Yeah.
Up around the tree, down through the hole.
Nope.
Right?
Nope.
I let these two.
Nope.
These
Nope.
two here.
No. No.
What do you mean no?
You don't have it. You have to go around the tree. You didn't. You.
Okay. Through my 6.
You'll see. Watch. Okay. No. Okay. Make that loop smaller, please.
I need to make it. I need to make the whole damn rope smaller.
Okay. Now go. Now go up. Okay. Up. Go around. Now don't go through the hole. Go around. Go around the tree. Nope.
Okay. Okay. It's back here. I'm going through the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Up. Around the tree.
Yep.
And then back down through the hole.
Not that way. The other way. Go down the hole the other way.
Oh, through the backside.
Yeah. Now grab those 2 pieces of rope. Right there. Stop.
Right.
Yeah. Grab those 2. Now pull the top one. And that is.
No, it's not.
Oh, what the hell?
It's the perspective. Okay, let me walk my way through it and tell me what I'm doing wrong. I make the 6.
I think that's it. I think we're seeing it backwards and it don't look right or something. I don't know.
Okay, let me try this. Let me do this.
This is what's important. I think.
Here's what you guys are seeing. Okay? Because I'm doing it backwards. So here's the 6. So now you guys see a 6 or don't see a 6?
Yeah.
Does it look like a 6 or not a 6?
Yeah, it looks like a 6. Yeah.
Okay. So far we're doing good. Now this piece here.
Stop for a second. What we got to figure out is when we're doing the 6, is the cord that you bring around to the front or the back of that?
It's on the top. It's on the top, like if you were to write it, like with ink. Think of ink, like this. So when I draw a 6, this is going to touch on here.
Right. Now,
So
when
it's
you
going to be on top.
when you connect with that tree, are you going on top of it or underneath of it?
On top of it, because the ink goes on top of the next ink.
Right.
Make sense?
That's what I did. And
Okay, then you're going to go down and up through the hole, around the tree, and then back down that hole. Then you're going to grab these 2 pieces right here.
Up through it.
And
down
pull
through
that
it.
piece.
That's it. Right there. You can't do it any other goddamn way.
Let me see. That doesn't look like it. I don't know if it's that multicolor shit or not.
Yeah, it's probably the multiple
Canadians
colors.
are backwards from us.
Yeah, probably. Hang on.
All right, you ready? Hold on, Luke. I'll try it with bigger rope. All right. It'll be easier to see with the bigger rope.
I got pink.
All right, here we go.
All right.
So here's the 6. Okay. Now turn it. Oh, shit, slippery. So there's the 6. Then turn it like this so that the tail rope, right, this one that's on top, the tail rope, ready? So here's the 6. I throw it on top of there. Oh, I'll do it lower so you can see it. Alright. Everybody there so far?
Yeah.
Okay, here's what you were doing before, Luke. You were coming in, and then you were coming through here. You need to go around the tree and back down.
Through the same side.
Yeah, you should have this right here. That's the part you didn't have.
This is a climber's knot.
No, this is a crappy knot. But it's useful.
You're basically like putting a half hitch around the tree.
Yeah, but this knot slips really easy. So
Yeah,
it looks like that.
Yeah, that's why I keep thinking I got it right, because it slips quite easily.
Yeah, but you were running it through the wrong tail end. You were running it back through the loop when you should have went around the tree completely and then really back down the right hole. Are we on the money? Everybody good? How's Matt doing? Matt's got it.
There it is.
I think I made it earlier, and I just can't figure out how I did it.
Am I doing it wrong again? I don't know.
That tail, see that tail that's hanging out on the side over there? You have one weird one that's hanging out like this somewhere.
Yeah.
You need that. These two. This is the loop.
Yeah, there's the bite right around there. Yeah, that's the exact same thing you got.
Okay. But don't you have a tail hanging out on some weird end over there? Or is that the? Or is
I
that
got a
the
tail
loop?
here. I got 2 tails. Right there.
Why do you get? It's so hard to tell. I don't know. That tail should line up perfectly right along your loop. Like, this is just loop. So it should look like this if this is the end of the loop.
Right.
Does it lay right next to it?
Right there, look. Right there.
That's it. That's it. You have it.
That's what I had before, damn it. You made me doubt myself.
It's hard to tell, my friend.
Well, it's the rope I was using, I think.
How about you, Matt? You good to go?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, now this one's going to blow your damn mind then if we're having this many problems.
That already blew my mind.
All right, so we are going to do a running bowline. And when you're teaching knots, some of the goofy instructors will say they'll tie that bowline that you guys just tied and then they'll run. And they'll drag it along. Never mind. The goofy ones. So they call it a running bowline. But here's how you make a running bowline. How is the best way to do this? Give me a second to figure it out. Okay. God, I don't know if I can do this. Okay, the knot that you guys just... What'd you say?
Fringe Sniper said that he got the knot.
Oh, nice job.
He said I did it.
I did it. Sweet. Matt sleep well. Andrea knows her knots. The Sick Man 99. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. I can tie my shoes after that. I'm pushing my luck. Well, stay tuned. Watch our old channels 1 through 2, and this is 3, so you should be able to learn some knots. Now the running bowline is going to be the exact same knot you just learned, but it's going to be a little more technical.
Well, hell, I didn't get the last one, so I'll just watch.
This one's going to be... I wonder if there's a way I can put it on the Let me try this. Click on here. I'm going to make it so it's pointing down at the table. Let's see.
I got a cat attacking my string. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this.
Okay.
Great.
So this knot, this is the long piece. So here's the loop, the end of the loop. This is where it crosses over. That's called a marriage. But the long end of the rope going up the mountain, as an example, is the top rope.
Okay.
So is everybody there?
Yeah.
Working on it.
Okay. Tell me when you're ready.
Hey, move that whole operation towards your phone a little bit. On the table. There you go. Good. Good.
Let me get some more paper to make the back better.
That's fine. I can see that.
6. Don't look now, but you got a snake on your table.
Damn snakes.
Okay, I got it. Now what?
Does this help with the white?
Oh Jesus, yes.
Okay. Whoa, earthquake, California. All right.
Really?
So again, this is the long end of the rope.
Nice.
Now, here's what we're going to do. You're going to pretend we're going to put a 6 right here. Can you even see that?
Don't
So
be like tying knots.
I'm going to draw a 6. So I'm going to do that. There's my 6.
With the short end.
With the short end, correct.
Okay. Oh, fuck did we do that? Paracord too, yeah, right. Shit. God damn it. God damn it.
Luke, you know you're doing it, right?
No, I need to.
Okay, I am there.
All right. TR, are you joining us in on this
Yeah,
one?
I'm doing it on the desk just like you're doing. That way maybe I
Good.
can get it.
Got
Okay,
it.
now, here's
Got
my tail. All right?
The long end?
Let me put it over here so you can see it. No, this is a short end. This is the one underneath. This one's underneath.
Yeah.
Now, here is the fun part. That knot you just learned, the bowline, the only difference is this right here, you just leave in the middle as you tie it. So I'm going to grab, and I'm going to go up through the hole, around the tree, back through the hole. Okay?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to pull it, and see now that, so now I have a bite, and I have a slipping end.
Scary.
So you could use this knot if you had, say, some copper wire, and you wanted to use it as, not copper wire, you wanted to make it out of some type of snare wire.
Yeah. Be a slip knot for a snare.
Yeah, so this would open up, and so that is there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think I actually got that one.
So that's what it looks like. So as
Yeah.
long as this goes up, it goes around this tree. We're calling it a tree for now. Back down, but they go through the same hole. Right, this bite here. You grab those two. So you grab these two and then pull that. Then this cinches up. And then you should have something like this, but a different color because you guys are using different rope.
Like that?
Hold on one sec. That looks like it, Matt, except you might want to make sure the tail is in the same, is coming out of the same. It's just hard to tell. Just double check that.
Yeah. I think I actually got that one.
Let's see it. Hold on. I'm going to click on there, too. Damn it.
Yeah. I think.
That's it.
You know, it does a good snare job. It
Yeah.
don't break loose if I
See what
pull it
General
really
Manor-
hard.
No, that's perfect.
Okay. That worked out better with you showing it on the table than trying to do it in the air. I couldn't.
Yeah, it slips really nicely with paracord anyway.
Yeah, and if you keep this loop looser, bigger,
Yeah.
then it'll slide through a little easier. So, you guys have just learned what not.
Whatnot.
Sliding bowling, is that what it is?
Running.
Running bowling. Yep. So the first night you learned the bowling used to be used where you could very quickly tie yourself around the rope and be hoisted up, whether it was in the Navy or in the fire service or whatever the case may be. It obviously wasn't the safest knot, but it was a very fast knot that you could tie that would you could put around yourself to capture you so you wouldn't fall off a cliff or whatever. Now you can tie the same knot. Let me see if I can pull this off. So, if your rope's long enough, you have the short end and the long end. So say all of a sudden you're on the edge of a cliff and you're getting ready to fall off because you can't, the edge of the cliff's falling off and your feet are tired and you're going to slide to your death or whatever. You could, if someone threw you a rope, remember this isn't the best knot, but this knot will at least be better than no knot. But you cross your arms. See if I can do this. So I go from my right, this short piece is in my right hand. So I cross over the top. I go underneath. Okay. Then I flip this over the rope going up into the top of the mountain. Okay. And then I pull like that. And that's the bowling that we just learned.
Nice.
But it's a fast way to save you. So they could hoist me up if I needed to. So I'll do that again because it's kind of confusing.
Yeah, mine was a slip knot. It would cut me down.
You're all, I'm good. Hoist me up. Ah! All right. So you go right hand over the top. You go underneath and over. And then you flip this, grab it again, and then you grab these two pieces. And that is the bowling.
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right, I'll do it again.
I need more rope.
Oh, you need more rope? All right.
I'm going to try it the way you just did it by actually going around my body.
Yeah, that looks easier.
Stone Greenwood got it. Running bowling is new to me. Thanks, Six. You are welcome, my friend. Thanks for watching. Croatian Forge is doing some cool backflip dolphin thing. I don't know how you guys get to do all this cool stuff.
That's something new they put in.
Oh, got it. But it's cool looking. I like it. So it's a dolphin with a few backflips, front flips. I don't know. All right, Matt, you ready?
Yes.
Well, everybody, are you ready? But I just remember Matt saying he's ready. So you go right over left on top of it. Go under the rope. Remember, you can't let go of the thing at all.
Oh, shit.
Then you're going to flip. You're going to flip this over, and you're going to capture it. So I haven't let go of any rope yet. And then you're going to pull hard.
What are you doing with that tag line? That's where it's
You
throwing me
have
off.
to
You're
hold
not,
it. You have to hold that the whole time once you flip it over.
Yeah, but where are you pulling it through?
I'm gonna rescue you.
I got it.
I got you. Don't
Nice. Okay, so here it is,
You're not
TR.
explaining where you're pulling it
Okay.
through.
Okay, so I go right hand. I go right hand over left. I'll try it with one hand. And then I'm gonna. And then I have to I'm going towards me where the hole is.
Yeah.
And then I'm turning my hand to the right. So right now I look like basically like that. Okay? You look like that at all?
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
And then this is the part you're gonna. I'm over here pointed towards the left, and I'm gonna flip it to the right, and I'm gonna grab it. So now right now it looks like this.
But where are you putting this tagline? Where are you putting the end of the rope? What loop are you putting it through?
This is basically the 6. When I went around and did this, I made a 6.
Where are you putting the end? That's all I need to know, because you're naming names. I don't forgot everything you said up to this point.
All right, so right, that's all right.
No, I'm talking about the previous knots. You're starting naming previous knots. Don't forget all that.
Oh, okay. So go over the top.
Okay.
Flip it.
Okay.
Okay, so it should look like that right now. It should be an overhand knot.
Yeah, I'm getting that.
Oops. I can see out of the way. I'm going to catch it on fire. All right, so it's basically an overhand knot right now, but my right hand is this way on top of it, pinched like that. And you're going to flip it over. So all I'm doing is getting it to go around that piece of rope.
Mm-hmm.
And I lost it because I screwed up.
Let me ask you this. Is it basically, if you were looking at your long line, which the rescuers have, is it kind of like putting a half hitch on your rescue line?
Not so much a half hitch, but
It turns out to be like a half hitch around your rescue line.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, then I definitely got it, and I know what you're talking about then. All right, okay, so I did it right then. All right, cool.
Well, it's going to look exactly like that knot we tied earlier.
I'll give up. I'll just hang on to the fucking rope.
Yeah, okay, so it's a half hitch around your rescue line. The one you're
Yeah,
holding up straight.
This is the same knot we're building. It's a bowline. We're just.
Right.
I'm showing you another way to do it. It looks like that.
Yeah, well, it's a half hitch around your rescue line then, with your short end sticking. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, pretty
Well, that's
much.
what I call a half hitch around the rescue line, but I don't know.
Yeah,
if that's
this
right.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a half hitch. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's right then.
So that's that knot. So that's the same knot. It's a bowline, but it's another way to tie it.
That's the way we do it. If we're gonna take up a chainsaw or cut off saw up onto a roof, the guy on the ground would basically tie that around the equipment and bring it up.
Okay. That'll work.
I guess I'm dyslexic. I can't get this. Every time I tie one, it comes up being a slip knot, and it just cinches tight.
Yeah. Okay. I get what you're saying. Neat. I've just never learned it that way before.
Yeah, it's just a quick way to get it around your body if you needed to. So we good so far with those? Any of those ones you wanna? Well, let's check the audience. Anyone? Great. I hate my internet some days. You guys out in the audience, do you have any knot that you want to go over before we continue on to something else? Capcon's here, 6. Capcon 6. How's it going, my friend? Thanks for joining us. We are having a good time. The fat man's there. He says he's been watching for 4 minutes. This is some funny shit. Yes, it is. It's like playing cards with my sister's kids or something. You guys ever see that movie? I can't think what it's called. The one with Adam Sandler?
No.
Oh, this is. Let me see if I can explain how we do that. It's. I can do this here. I don't know if I can do this or not. Basically, take the line. You get your short line here. We basically take it like this. We take it. We basically invert it, just like this. We come around with our long line, down, through, up. Shit. I'm trying to do it so you can see it. Hang on a second.
Oh, I understand.
Here, come back around, up. And yeah, that's how we do it, so it won't slip out. So it's, to me, that's the way I do it.
Is it a bowling?
Which is the exact same way, yeah, but you're doing it kind of upwise, and we do it upside down, I think is what it is.
That's what I hear about Canada.
Well, we're doing things upside down because certainly we're tying things below our body. You know what I mean? Not
Yeah.
up above us, so to speak, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense. As long as the knot's tied right, I don't care.
You know what they say about knots? If you can't tie knots, tie lots.
Exactly. Exactly true. TR Prepper, tie lots of knots, my friend.
Well, Rick, you seem like you're in
Tie a knot.
Ow.
Not the ones y'all tying.
What'd you say, Matt?
I said, you seem like you're in pretty good hands here. I'm going to have to go.
All right, my friend. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Tell Space Fun's good job on the knots. She did awesome. So did you. I hear clapping.
See you, Matt.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me on, man.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for coming.
All right.
You guys.
All right, so go back out there real quick. We have room for another victim. Who wants to come play? Type on in here and let's see.
I'm going to be honest with you. I use the lights and sirens to get home.
Oh, yeah?
I know that's against the rules. But
No, it's not. Not for this show. It's okay. Well, I won't tell anybody.
I am the supervisor, so it works out.
That's right. That's fishing, Bubba. I know that one. The double polymer knot. Anybody know that one? We can do that one. If it's the same one I'm thinking of, we call it a San Diego knot. So I got to double check here. I am not the master of all knots, just so you guys know.
Oh, no?
Nope. I don't claim to be.
You know what? The one we do is actually different than yours. The one we do actually has a different twist to it that makes it so that it's very easy to get the knot undone. It doesn't matter how hard you can pull that with 2 trucks, and you can get the knot undone.
Well, what's it called? Teach us.
I don't know what they call it here. I didn't learn it until I got here. It's some kind of fisherman's off of long liners.
See, and
I don't
that's
know.
the problem with knots. Every knot has, like, the same knot has, at least 2 names. Depends what part of the country in or the world. You know, it is the same knot. It's just that region calls it something else. Oh, here, let me click on you, Luke. So
Grab the original knot and pull down.
let me show you guys a.
There it is. I got it there. If you want me to, I can show you what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I like to learn. Teach me.
All right. Well, okay. So you take. I'm going to use a shorter end here. So I've only got about, I don't know, 3.
Should I get a short rope?
Yeah, I got 3.5 feet.
Okay, I'll do the short rope.
So if you take it, so you got your shorter length here, choke up and give yourself about a foot hang.
Okay.
Okay, and just grab it there. Okay, let that dangle over towards the front, so your long line is in behind it.
Towards you or away from you?
Yeah, the long line is actually back towards you. So your short length is hanging in front of
Okay.
your horizon line here.
And that's this one.
Yeah, your long horizon line.
Okay.
Okay. But the front is hanging
Yeah.
in front of it. Okay,
Got
so
it.
that's your short rope.
Okay.
You take this particular long rope here, and we'll go through here, back up through.
Did you
Shit,
go
hang on.
in front of the rope or behind the rope?
Yeah, I'm trying to do it so you can see it here. Hang on, I want to make sure I got this right here. Yeah, okay. You got your foot length here, okay, hanging. Flip that around. So basically, you're just taking it and flipping it to the front.
Okay. Got it.
All right, take it, flip it to the front. Take another, not even, go 6 inches of that, okay, in the middle. Grab that and take it and go back in behind it and feed that up through that loop and kind of hold your 2 loops. Okay? Now,
Wait, I don't have that twist like you do. That one, right? I'm pointing at the screen like you're going to be able to tell where I'm pointing at.
right. Okay. Let me just do it again real slow here. So, take your rope here. I'll see if I can do it smaller so it makes it easier for you.
Are you left-handed or right-handed?
I'm right-handed. This is my right hand.
Okay.
This is my left.
Oh, that's your left. Okay, hold on. I was doing it. Okay, we're good now.
Okay. Take it, flip it around to the front. Take your little bit of lead here. Go back around, okay? Not the end, but the loop. And basically put that up so it's almost going to come back through. And when it does, when you come through, you're going to have your original loop just in behind it.
Okay.
Okay? You're going to actually go ahead and now grab your original loop and then your tails, okay, your long tail, and your original loop, and pull that.
Does it look like that as you're going?
Yeah, I think so.
I think, I got that one. It don't slip.
It don't slip, but you can pull that as hard as you want, okay? But it's incredibly easy to get the knot undone.
Cool. I got one.
Woo. You know what I'm saying? So we take this rope here, we'll put it down through our handle of our equipment. We just put it down through the equipment like this. We just drop it over like this. We just put it down through. I don't know. Anyway, we put it down through. Basically, pull that up and pull down the length of it. And you got a slip knot there, though, don't you, Rick?
No, I'm trying it again. I think I got it the first time, but I can't do it the second time.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
got it the first time.
I'll take it one more time, just in case. Okay, so
There's that part. Oh, and then you do that.
flip it here.
Does it look like that when you're done?
Hang on.
Does it look like that?
Your original loop.
It's kind of like an 8. It's got an 8
Yeah.
in it.
Okay, if you pull that real tight, right? I don't know if that looks. Yeah, maybe that's it. You pull that real tight, right? You should have no slippage, and it should be incredibly easy to get out. It shouldn't cinch up.
No slippage. No.
Okay,
Sure.
no slippage
It's
either
pretty
way,
good knot.
And then it looks like that.
and you can get it undone afterwards, right? Fairly well. You should be able to get it undone fairly quickly and easily.
Yeah. Yeah, it came apart fast.
Okay, now, but what is that though? Was a name for that? I can't remember the name for it. I'll have to check on that.
I don't know.
Here,
I'm sure it has some name, but
front,
it's kind of a...
back up and around. Grab that. Take your original loop. The original loop, which you're almost twisting the two, and pulling it tight. Yeah, I think mine's actually a little different than yours, but yeah, I think mine's different than yours.
Okay.
It goes. It's. Let's just do it one more time because I want to make sure you get this one because, like I said, this is, and again, this almost looks like the one you were teaching us before, but I don't know. Let me just try that one more time.
Capcom says, have you tried animatedknots.com? It is a good little, you can click on or type in
really?
animatedknots.com and you'll see the little rope do this, like do 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 do, and then it'll turn into a knot. So it's really cool. It's a good spot to learn knots.
That's what I need to be watching like all the time.
And Johnny Master at Arms says he keeps a book in his bag because he can't remember the knots for crap.
Oh, yeah.
I got a cue, like the 6 cue cards that I have in mine, which is really cool.
What's weird about that knot is like I can do it left-handed, but I can't do it right-handed, which is kind of weird. Well,
Yeah.
I didn't forget how to do it now.
But what's the reason for the knot? Like, what was the knot designed for? Do you know?
This knot?
Yeah.
Originally, I think it was actually to tie fishing pots. So with all that strain that was on the fishing pots in the bottom of the ocean being dragged up, you could still undo but it was for cod traps.
Oh.
Not fishing pots, but cod traps. And this way you could still undo the knot because there's an immense amount of tension on these things.
Yeah.
And literally, when Buddy taught me the knot, he says, you can take this and put 2 trucks together and howl on it. And, you know, if you were pulling a truck out of a ditch, for instance, you can come up and take that just take that knot out with your bare hands without, you just pry on the knot a little bit and out it comes. And when he showed me that, I was like, holy, wow, that is incredible. I can't believe that you can do that with a knot, you know.
And that's what's cool about knots is if you find the easy ones to learn, and the thing is that if they're the easy to recognize, like the knots we use, if they're not easily recognized, we retie them because that means it's either not made right or it could be made better, you know. And once you got people's bodies hanging off the rope, you want to make sure you got the right knot.
Right. Well, yeah, that's it.
Do that again, Luke, because I got it, but now I can't remember how you done it again. Talk while you're doing it so everybody can see.
I want to make sure I get it right. I don't do it from something that's hanging, and certainly we just basically put it through the handle of like a chainsaw or whatever the case is, or even if it doesn't have a loop on whatever you're putting it on. Seems to, like I say, it works out fairly well. Just let me figure that out for a minute, TR, and I'll get back to you.
Okay.
Make sure I got it right. Yeah, that's the one right there. Basically draw it up through. You can haul that away. Okay. Yeah, let me just do that one more time for you, and then, well, I can do that 2 more times if you want, quite frankly. Just give me a second, and I'll get the done. Okay.
If anybody that's watching out there wants to get in on the panel, you are more than welcome. Just type something in there so I can read it. Just type a bunch of 6s across it so I can find it real fast, and I will give you an invite.
Actually, it's even easier than that. Just go over to the description box underneath of the main video of this that you're watching, and the link is in the description. That's how I found it.
That's true. It is in there.
Yeah.
I wrote a song about it.
Yeah. Okay. Here it is. Basically, TR, the way I can explain it easiest, I think, is hold it so you got about 1 foot on your short end, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I have the short end in my left hand. If that makes it easier for you.
Okay.
Okay. So here it is here. And then grab it almost 1 foot away from your left hand here. And let that just hang. Your long end hang. Take this hand and basically just flip it around to the front. So you're showing me how much money you have, and then you're saying if you touch it, I'll punch you in the nose.
Okay.
Okay. Now you've taken your short end and flipped it around, so it's basically hanging into the middle. You take this hand here, you go around back in behind that main loop. Okay. So you've created a bit of a 6, if you would, an inverted 6. Go back around that that short end that's hanging down. Go around the front of it, back up behind in that loop, carry that loop up in front, and then once you do that, go back in through that loop you just created there and grab your original loop and actually pull it while pulling on your long line down to create your knot. And when you do that, that doesn't matter how much pressure you put on that sucker, that will come apart really quite easily. And that's the idea, is that your short end will come out really, really well. So, I don't know. If anybody knows what that knot's called, be my guest, tell me, because I don't know.
We'll call it the banter knot.
Yeah, I don't think it's called the banter knot, but
I actually got it and did it twice, and now I can't get it again. Anyway, knots is hard to do on camera. This is almost something you need to do in person.
yeah, it is. I mean,
I'm gonna do a playlist of all the knots I'm working on.
you know what? Is 6. I think the bigger the rope you had for the demonstration, the better.
Okay.
Because I mean, then we could really see it, like even a white marine rope or something like that.
Let me head back in, and we'll tie a knot. I think Croatian he wants to do a double overhand, so we'll do that knot too.
Well, guys, I'm gonna have to bail here too. It's midnight for me, so.
All right, cool.
I appreciate it. And like I said, I was really just looking for a class, but I appreciate the invite and trying to learn. I did learn a few knots. I appreciate it.
Give me some time, TR, and I'll put I'm gonna put a playlist together with each knot. It's
Okay.
gonna kind of suck for all the subscribers because they're gonna get a bunch of knots, short videos with knots on it, but
Yeah.
hopefully they'll blast through them and we'll get kicked over to the end. Go back out into the chat line here. We got MRX Man Rules. How the heck are you? And the Fat Man, he says he's very interested. So I will send him a link, or you can go to the description box and click on the thing right there, and it'll send you right in. So come on in. If that doesn't work, just tell me, and I will send you an invite as well.
Croach and Forge says double overhand knot. Is that what I'm doing?
No, I'll show you. Well, where I'm from, I'll show you what it looks like.
All right.
Hold on a sec. All right. So let's start simple. Now this knot here, if you guys if you're interested, it's going to take a little bit, but you're going to learn a knot that's kick-ass, and you can do a lot with it. So let's start with an overhand knot. Let's start at the basics.
All right.
Now this is the knot that you start your shoes with. So you just turn it and go like that, and that's an overhand knot. Let me make sure. MRX Man Rules, if you want to jump in as well, go down to the description box and click it. You don't have to know any knots when you jump on there. It's not like we're talking politics and you got to know some stuff. Kind of like when you're hanging out with General Banner on his channel, you got to know something. This one, you don't need to know anything. So feel free to jump on. And at one point, we all knew the exact amount of knots the same, and that was 0. So jump on here. You may learn a knot, and you are more than welcome. If not, sit back, relax, have a drink or whatever, and have some fun. All right, so everybody's got this one, right? So Croatian was the one that wanted this knot. Is this correct? Is that what you said?
Maybe he wants to see a double overhand knot. Maybe that's what he was talking about.
Yeah, I think that's. Let me see here. Sorry, folks. I'm trying to make everybody happy here. a Halyard bend. Maybe that's called a Halyard bend, or that's a knot that I'm not familiar with. Oh, come on.
Basically, if you put that back through, you've got yourself a half hitch
Yeah.
pretty quickly.
All right. I can't find it on here, but I think it was Croatian was talking about the double overhand. If it wasn't, I'm sorry. Somebody was talking about it. So we'll continue on so I'm not wasting everybody's time. All right, so this is an overhand knot. This is the knot you usually make when you screw up. Like when you make a figure 8 on a bite and you don't go all the way around. Like, so there's the 8. If I went through this way, single overhand knot. Okay, so this knot is a double knot. It is a double overhand knot. And you are going to do exactly what you would have done, where you would have went like this and put it through and pulled it.
Yeah.
You're gonna cross over and go on the back side of it. And then you're gonna feed it through, and then you end up with that.
What kind of sorcery you got going on there?
This knot's actually really cool. We taught it. I taught this to Matt last time, and I showed him all the reasons why you want to know this knot.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this knot is basically we're going to build a double fisherman's knot. Now this right here is a double overhand knot.
Right.
But when you feed, hold on a sec while I grab the other end of the rope. Where's it at? It is somewhere in this pile of rope. Maybe there's not an end. Is that possible? Where the hell's it at? Oh, there you are. All right. Okay. So now this knot you leave loose. Now this is going to be a bend, and the word bend represents opposing tails. Is the way I learned it in the fire service. So I'm going to put this rope through that hole.
Yeah.
And then it's just easier to flip it over. So you tie the exact same knot. Just pretend this isn't even here anymore. And then tie your double overhand. So you cross over the back of itself. I need more rope. You cross over the back of it. You put it through again, just like you did the first time, but now there's a rope in between it.
Yeah, I got that one.
And then you snug it down. And the way you know this knot is correctly tied is because you're going to see kind of like X's. See the X's?
Yeah.
They kind of look like. So when you pull it, this knot's nice because the more you pull it, not so much the stronger it gets, but the tighter it cinches on itself and makes it harder. So you know it's right if you can slide it apart and do that. Now this is a knot you would use for fishing. So say and I'm not the master fisherman, so if you guys out there would say there's a better knot, like the nail knot or one of those, but we're not going to do that one today. So you're basically tying 2 ropes together of same even size ropes. So you could basically, if you're fly fishing, you could run your floating line as one, and then I think it's called your tippet. No, the tippet's past the other thing. What's that called? The floating line ties to what?
Go to the external. Someone's screaming at you, probably.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Where's my little arrow thing? Shit. Hold on.
Yeah.
Technical difficult. I can see stuff lighting up, but I don't see my little, whatever the arrow's called. Right there. There it is. Alright, so people are saying, no, you asked if we was having fun. Oh, I'm catching up on it. Wrap it around your palm, then remove it. Make it twist in and out 4 times on one side of the loop and pull. Whoop! You got a double overhand knot. Croatian, you should jump on here so we can talk. I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about.
Yeah, there it is.
Let me link him in here. In case he doesn't have the ability to click on that thing.
I don't know if Croatian Forge will come in. I've never seen him on a chat. He might not have the ability.
Alright, I'll send it to him anyways.
Mr. X-Man Rules, same thing. I've never seen him on a chat, so I'm not suggesting they can't. I'm just saying they may not be able to.
Yeah.
Right.
No, that makes sense. So let's see. What you have done there is make a sliding double hitch. See, and that could be the same. That could be, like I said earlier, the knots have more than one names. So.
Well, what's that, 6? Bring it together.
That's it. Do the X's interlock with each other?
Yeah, right there.
Nice.
You can see them there, I think. Can you see them there?
Yeah, I see 1X, 2X, yeah.
Yeah, they're just flipped over, but once you pull it, she pulls nice and tight.
Yeah.
The more you pull that, the harder it was going to be to get it apart, right? Yeah, that's definitely we do it a little bit differently, but yeah, you're right. It's one they use for joining 2 ropes. The other thing we use to join ropes is actually rebraiding it essentially into itself, the fishing ropes.
Oh, okay. Or
we'll actually take the rope and we'll twist it back to expose the braid, and we'll actually put the rope back up and down, weave it up through. And,
gotcha.
And then you pull it, and it's super tight then. I don't know. That's another way they use doing ropes.
Kind of like a splice job.
Well, yeah, it is. I've seen a guy actually sit there and completely unweave one end of a rope and weave the other rope, and then basically literally double weave it back together again, and it's like you could pull. I don't know.
Like a big old tow hitch where you put it on like a truck.
Yeah. Literally take it and.
Yeah, those guys are. That's a whole nother art that's pretty awesome. That's pretty neat to watch or even to see, especially when you go on some of the big ships and they got those huge ropes.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. I like watching them coil the suckers. Like just sit there and just coil them up on. It's like nothing. I go and try to do it. I said, little help here, and they go, you're not supposed to tie yourself into it. And I go, I don't know what the hell I did.
That's funny.
Yeah, well.
When the anchor's coming up?
Yeah, not after throwing the anchor out, it isn't.
You don't want to be there.
Yeah, no, you don't want to put your feet in the bite there.
Trying to figure out what Croatian was talking about here. Wrap it around your palm, then remove it.
Yeah, that's how we do ours. We wrap around our palm twice, and then remove it, and pull it back through, essentially, to create that first one. Then you take your next one, put it back through, do the same thing, and then pull it, and then there you've got they pull together.
Same thing, but you're using your whole hand instead of 2 fingers.
Yeah, essentially. I guess probably because we're working with bigger rope, maybe. Yeah, that's probably why, because we're working with bigger rope.
Yeah. Does Croatian work on a ship or something?
No, I think he's just really smart.
Got it. Sounds smart. Very cool. All right, so we call that as well a prusik, or basically have made a prusik loop. Like they call this. You're gonna see a knot in a minute. That's gonna be a prusik knot, but like we're building a loop to make a prusik. So we're gonna have a loop called a prusik loop that you would use for basically ascending a rope. So say the shit hit the fan, right? I'm sure most of us on here are kind of preppers of some sort, but we're going to utilize rope. So last time I talked with Matt, I think it was on the second show I did, I gave him the example of you had a grappling hook, you tied it to a rope, you threw it up to a large building, and you shimmied your way up the rope. So some people, they would basically wouldn't understand or wouldn't be able to figure out how to do that. So the way this works is trying to figure out if I got the short piece still. Let's see. Huh. Alright, I'll just use this one. I lost it. So I'm gonna tie this with P cord, parachute cord. So there's a double overhand. Basically, those don't look very good, so I'm going to do it over. So that knot you learned just a second ago, the double overhand. Alright, there's one. This rope's too long. Shit. Sorry. Alright. The reason why the P cord works good is because you need a smaller diameter rope in order for this to work well. Alright, so here's my two.
You clicked on you.
Here's my two double overhands. So I got the two X's. I pull them together so you can kind of see what they look like. Alright, now when you would do this for the real show, meaning like if you're going to use it and you're going to be on it, it's best to have a short tail right here, just so it stays out of the way. So like 1 inch. So keep those short. Now, think of this as a 1/2 inch kern mantle or some type of rope that you would, I guess if shit hit the fan, this would be the rope you would use. So hopefully some type of rope that you think you're going to be safe with. And I'm going to tie, man, this is long. I'm going to wrap this 3 times. And I'm going to pull it. And you'll see the knot clean here in a second. But since the rope's so long, it's kind of it's a little fugly. Let's see. All right, almost there. All right, so I wrapped it 3 times.
What is it? Oh, on either side.
The lamp's hot. So the reason for this knot is
It's like a double half hitch, or double overhand with finishing with a half hitch in the middle.
it's similar to that. It's like a lark's foot kind of, but you wrap it 3 times, and it is really nice for you, so you can see it. This rope is crazy. All right. Can you see that? Wait. There we go.
Yeah, like that's pretty tidy looking, dude.
Okay, now the reason for this knot is one thing, it works in both directions, right?
Yeah.
So I can step on this rope. So to climb rope, to ascend a rope, say this is a nice rescue rope, or maybe it's the only rope you have, and you have some P-cord that's in your bug out bag or whatever, and for some reason you need to be up there. You need to get up there as a high point, you know, whatever. You're a sniper in the military, whatever the case may be. And you're looking for a high point advantage. This knot here, basically a prusik. Okay, so what I would do is I would have
2 of them?
I would have 2 of these plus 1 for my pelvis. So I'd have, say this is my right-handed one.
Yeah.
Okay, normally in rescue this rope is 8 millimeter, 7 to 8 millimeter. So it's a lot bigger than this, but it goes on a bigger rope. Does that make sense? So as long as this rope is smaller than this rope, and say it's wet outside, you can even wrap this a few more times to get a better bite. But this right here, let me get a pen. This right here is the bridge. See this one right here?
Yeah.
Okay, now that's the one you're basically gonna, you would break the bridge, raise the rope up, right, and then step into it. So you're gonna have one low where your pelvis is, and 2 high ones. So you're gonna be like this. So your right foot, you're gonna have a rope that you would have to practice and get it to the right length that's comfortable for you. But you're gonna raise your right hand up, and your right foot's gonna go up. Then you step on that one, right? And now it pulls down and catches. You know, so you do a whole arm stroke with your foot and your arm because it's attached to your foot. Then you're going to do the next hand to that spot, and then so there would be another one under here. So this one would go up, and then your weight would go on it with your right foot. Then another knot would go up. And this is a lot farther. You wouldn't just do inches at a time. Would go up, and then you have the same thing attached to a pelvis.
Yeah.
So then you just scale the rope, and it's an easy, cheap way, you know, with some P cord. You got to remember this is 550 pounds doubled now. So as long as your main line is worth a shit, like this is just a utility rope.
Yeah, that's what I'm using here.
So if I had to use it, I may, but I would not want to use it. But if I had to, I would. But yeah, you just shimmy right up. You just shimmy right up the side of the building or whatever. A tree, if you want to, you know, you could basically weight some of your P cord, throw it over, and then pull your rope back over the bigger stuff.
Yeah.
And then tie it to something, right? Get a good anchor, and then you could just shimmy your ass right up to a tree, a house, a building, a skyscraper if you're ballsy enough and had enough rope.
Yeah.
The guys do this at a 14-story hotel we go to. You've seen the pictures of the one we're at.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is one of our ways they do it to get exercise. It's a lot of work. I mean, especially going 14 stories, but it's definitely a good way to. It's very minimal. I mean, you can run expensive cams and all sorts of hand ascenders and that kind of stuff, but you're not going to have that in your bug out bag. So this would be the thing you would use because everybody, well, I don't want to say everybody, but the majority have P-cord available and probably some rope.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. So this is definitely a good knot to use.
Well,
and you can use it for all.
I've got 100 feet of paracord and 100 feet of basically lots of like marine rope essentially. I like the marine rope.
Let me go out.
I have that in my main bug-out bag. My infinity bag is really where I've got that stuff. But so that would work really well. Now I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, just make sure you have 3 points of contact. You have your two arm ones that are attached to your feet. Right. You have your pelvis one as a safety.
Huh.
Croatian said, cool, I've tried that one and learned a few fireman knots from 6 tonight. It's late, got a bolt. Take care, Croatian. Appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah, well, I got a jet too. It's 2 in the morning here.
How long we've been rocking and rolling here?
Well, I don't know. 2 hours.
2 hours, perfect. That's cool. All right, well, if you got to get going.
I do, yeah. Because I mean, like I said, it's 2 a.m. and I got a little. We want to go to school in the morning.
I'll say goodnight to everybody, but I'll ask each and every one of them if they have any questions before I go, so they don't go out and kill themselves trying to do something that you might need a little more practice with. And but I appreciate you showing up, Luke. It's a lot more fun trying to learn knots when there's someone to talk to.
Oh, geez, yes, buddy. No, I appreciate you doing the show. It's a good idea.
Jeep Girl is snoring right now, so I think Jeep's on, he's on quiet mode at the house, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it could be.
So, he did have some internet problems earlier. Took 2 hours. That knot is awesome for keeping your trap tight on your ridge line. Yes, it is, very much so. So you have the main line running through your tent, and then you can run the same thing attached to the other deal and slide it up to where you need it, and then bam.
That's what I was thinking when you were first doing it, to be honest. And then you put in that sorcery in there of scaling buildings, and I went, yeah. That's great. It is it's a great thing because when you think about it, I mean, you know, I'm thinking more of it on a descent aspect instead of climbing per se, because, you know,
I got better knots for that. We'll hit those up. Yeah, we can hit those up next time. They're not so much knots. They're I don't know what's the best way to explain it. You need a carabiner though to do that one. There is ways to repel. There is ways to repel just using your body, where you wrap it around your shoulders and then down through your legs, and it takes some practice and some technique. But
you're holding it basically in your arm is basically what's going to be. You're letting yourself down with the tension.
Yeah, it's sliding along your body though. Like if you're wearing shorts and a tank top, you're gonna have a few awesome lines on your skin later.
Yeah, isn't there also like a slow descending slip knot essentially that you can utilize too?
There's one that we can use. It's we use it for something else. We use it for a radium release, which is a whole nother deal. But it's the first part of it is called a Munter's hitch, and you can use it when you're rock climbing, like to belay the guy. So if the guy or gal's going up and she wants to or he wants to basically go for a move that they don't think's going to happen, you can pull it up tight to cinch it down. So if she or he does miss the handhold, you know, they're not going to fall. They're going to swing from whatever their last pro is or their anchor up there. So, but this knot, you can use it. You can suck it in and let it out all at the same time, and you can do some stuff with it. And there is quite a few different options if you just have one carabiner, where you can wrap it a bunch of times along the deal, and then it's almost like it's going. Well, I'll do it on a different show when I have some equipment with me.
Yeah. Okay.
So the hard part is I want everybody to learn the basics, but there's a lot of cool stuff out there that you can really get crazy with, and learn kind of like this stuff, but a whole nother gamma, some crazy rope stuff that it's hard unless you're teaching to people that understand the vocabulary and understand what you're talking about. It kind of makes it hard, but I try to keep it very simple here, just so people that don't know knots can have fun and learn a few knots. So, but yeah, we can definitely hit that up. Maybe we'll call it like a intermediate or something, or advanced ropes and knots advanced. I mean, we could break it up into something else and get crazy. Be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Urban and Country says, or from Urban and Country, basically Jeep, says a great app for your phone is called Useful Knots. Very true, but if your phone breaks and you need to tie a knot, you should come visit and learn knots.
Yeah.
Did you see my new video?
Which one?
The bow one I put out today.
Yeah, I commented. Did the comment come through or
Oh,
no?
yeah, I got it. That's all right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to shoot that damn thing.
Once again, I asked the question, who's your safety crew on that?
Waiting on you, buddy. Get your ass down here. $700.
I know, right? Yeah. So anyway, I got that. I got that deal there.
Stump says the Moonter hitch or the Moonter works good. It does. It's a great knot. It's definitely a good knot. I don't have a carabiner though. I can't really do that one, do I? All my gear's at work, where it should be, but then when you do stuff like this, you're like, I don't got any of my crap with me.
Yeah, but I like that one. That's pretty.
Oh, let me see it. Yeah. There you go. You're ready to rock and roll, my friend.
Yeah, and it's really easy to do too. But what I liked about it, like I said, when you first did it, I said this is like basically trying to rig up your your tarps or whatever. I mean in a camp scenario, so you can basically do so you can maneuver it. But that's the first time I've ever seen that. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, it's a great knot.
That's fucking pretty stylish.
I like it because you can do a shit ton of stuff with it.
Oh yeah. That excites me in ways that I can't demonstrate on this chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do I go with that? There's not much I can say. Damn it! I got it fixed, but it stopped again. Oh.
Yeah, and then once you clean it up, it looks just so
badass.
So, look at that, folks.
That is nice. You learned some stuff today, my friend.
And it's in pink. Ooh yeah.
Yeah. I like it. Easy to find.
Well, I got it because I make paracord bracelets, right? And they're becoming quite a big deal here on my little island. I'm getting orders like mad for them. So.
Really? Very cool.
Yeah, paracord bracelets, dog leashes, dog collars.
Do slings. Do gun slings.
I want to ask questions about because they said, can you put two stainless steel rings on, about 6 feet apart on the mid rope there, and make it about 20 feet long? I'm going, sure. Why? What are you gonna use it for? Well, never mind.
Yeah. You're like, okay, I'm with you. I got you.
Yeah. Hey, can you make that in pink and purple? Sure.
Have you made a gunsling yet?
No, I made a belt for a guy. That took me forever and a freaking day. You know how much paracord's in that? Yeah, a lot. Definitely over 100 feet in the belt that I made.
Nice.
My buddy's trying to make the sling right now for another guy for his rifle. But he wants it basically one weave in the center, and then he wants two ending with basically that it's going to meet up with the rifle itself. Those ends to be actually a different weave. So basically the section of the holster or of the sling that's going to actually holster against your shoulder when carrying it will be a certain weave, and then going to there. He hasn't gotten detail about it yet. I don't know if he started it yet, but
That sounds cool. The fat man got it. But I got one. Victory. Only one tonight? Hopefully you showed up late, which I didn't think you did because you've been here for a while.
victory's mine.
Fat man, tell me one you want help with. Click it on in there and tell me which one you're having trouble with. Why are you going to bed so early anyways, Luke? Don't you usually go to bed like at 5?
Yeah, usually, but it was an early day, and I was up late last night for some reason.
Huh. I want to click on my little...
How come I was up late last night, Rick?
Was it last night? No, it was 2 nights ago.
Was it though? No, it wasn't. It was last night.
It was last night, huh? I don't know.
Yeah, it was last night.
Around
Yeah.
these parts, pair of bracelets are slowing down. This is what the fat man said. Can get them in a dollar store now, I guess is why. Well, that's because Canada's way behind. Like right now they're watching Rocky 2 and Jaws 3.
No, Jaws 3 hasn't been released yet. It's in theaters.
Oh, this next summer. This next summer, right?
Mm. Yeah.
That's funny. That's right. What else just came out over there? Oh, Poltergeist. Poltergeist just came out.
Oh, we just had The Mask with Jim Carrey. That just got released too. It's in theaters. Pretty excited about that.
Good one. Awesome.
Yeah. Dude. Oh, and Dumb and Dumber 2. That's coming out, released in theaters the end of the month.
2019 for you guys, right?
Yeah, something like that. Look, it's an island. We're kind of behind the times here. But.
That's nice, though. It's beautiful country where you're at.
Yeah,
That man says it's good. Done like 3 of them. What the hell? I'm good, bro. Done like 3 of them. The hell.
Yeah.
Then Johnny Master at Arms is still out and about, and he says the Canadians are slow because they're on the island. It says are slow to get to things, which is true. Except for icebergs, you guys get those a lot faster than we get them.
Well, yeah, I'd say.
But
you guys don't see icebergs in the Pacific, do you?
No, hell no.
I didn't think so.
No. You know, that would be on the biggest damn news. You would hear about that if that was even possible.
Yeah.
That's kind of like that guy surfing on that whale that we talked about yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, that was great.
Like, that's shit you shouldn't see. Like, surfing on a dead whale, in case you guys didn't see Just Ducky last night, I don't know where it was. Where was it at? Do you remember?
It wasn't Australia, because that's what she said. She goes, I expect, surfing in... Oh, no.
Oh, it was in Hawaii. Was it Hawaii?
No,
I think we talked about Hawaii.
Australia, wasn't it? I don't know.
Well, anyway, some dumbass was surfing on a dead whale, and then when he realized when he was surfing, his buddies on the boat realized that there was a shit ton of sharks below him, and he freaked out. He made it. He was alive, I guess, but
yeah,
he forgot to put his talent tank was definitely full, so he made it. When your talent tank runs out is when bad things happen.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt about it.
We got 8 viewers out there. That's pretty good. We're up to 12, I think, or 13.
So what's this? Is this official then? Republicans see Senate?
I haven't looked.
That's the news I'm getting right here.
Republicans?
A GOP to control Congress. Republicans seize Senate.
Meaning took over, like we were back in action?
I guess. I don't know.
Y'all are too much. Tell me when you are Raging Bull up there. What? Tell me when you see Raging Bull up there in Canada. Heard it was good.
It was good. We have Red Rain. I don't know if that's like Red Bull, but Red Rain. It's pretty good.
Hey, I was reading on the SAS manual, can't remember who it was by, but the normal one you see everywhere.
Yeah.
It basically said on Glacier, if you needed to melt water, say you needed water, right?
Yeah.
And because it is salt, but the bluer it is, the more fresh water it is. Have you ever tried that? Have you ever tried chipping off a chunk? And do you have blue glaciers out there? I guess I should ask first.
Well, not where I live. No, we don't really have any glaciers here. You'd have to go very, very far north. Northern Labrador, I know you're going to find Labrador glaciers there.
I thought if you pass your house, you fall off the end of the earth. Aren't you like?
Well, yeah. There's the Flat Earth Society. Basically, is out this way.
Fat Man says he'll run my viewers off for me. How are we doing on thumbs downs? There's always someone that has a happiness of hitting one of those stupid things. Nope. So far, I paused it a long time ago. So I don't know. Who cares?
No, I think you're probably doing all right, buddy. No, it's all ups. All 13
All
ups.
right. I appreciate all those up there. That's awesome. That makes it fun.
It always makes it fun when you don't see any of those nasty things.
I had my epic arrow video up for like 30 seconds and I got a freaking thumbs down. I was like, awesome.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, the first one I did about.
How can you get a thumbs down on that? That's called ingenuity at its finest, man.
I don't
that's
know.
101. That's utilizing your environment. I mean,
Bush Hunt said maybe they don't like bows, and then I think it was either Gun Enthusiast or MRX Man Rules said, and I could be wrong on this, but said they have bow envy, or I don't know. I was like, holy hell!
I'm just like this. This is going to be epic. I can't wait.
I can't wait either. Right now, I bought 6 of the stiffest shaft arrows they make. At least at this store, there could be some ones, but these are some graphite. They're like iron rods. These things are badass. So I should get a lot less flex as it's flying through the air.
Yeah, but how long are the arrows?
Well, the other ones, the shortest arrow is 7 foot 4 inches.
Shit.
Oh, thanks. MRX Man Rules. 14 thumbs up and 0 thumbs down. Very cool. I've never seen a polar bear turd, Fat Man said. So we want to know what a polar bear turd looks like, because I'm kind of interested myself.
Honestly, I don't know.
Is it like a bear turd?
Yeah, I mean, they're not really that big, to be honest with you.
It's not like a deer where it's like little balls, is it?
Yeah, kind of. They're bigger. No, not always though. It depends on the diet too, right? Because it can be just piles of shit too. I mean, like cow, right?
That's true. That's very true.
But the caribou, caribou and deer shit is basically about the same thing. You know.
Yeah. Fat Man's brought us way off the notes.
I almost fucking ran the ambulance into freaking 14 caribou tonight on the way home.
Oh really? A little herd of them went by?
They don't cross where the signage is. Be careful. Caribou crossing. They don't cross where they're supposed to. It's stupid things. That's why we have so many accidents here, because they don't freaking follow the signage. Anyway, but yeah, they just jumped right out, and all 14 of them. I slowed way down, right, to the point where if I would have just hit the gas a little tiny bit, I would have freaking nipped into the ass end of one for sure. That's how close it got. And we had what? Well, was it last year? We had an ambulance. We had an emergency call to go to an ambulance who had ran into a moose. All 3 people were fine. The 2 medics were fine. Patient was fine. They then had obviously now 4 medics in one ambulance that came and picked them up, and they had a moose run into the side of them on the way back to the hospital. It was like nobody had any luck that night. It was incredible. So 2 ambulances were off the road by the end of the night, and actually encountered 2 moose. I mean, that was not a good thing.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I got a few questions on this arrow deal, Bo. First one is Fat Man says The hammock slinger is going to be awesome. The wood won't flex, but it ought to be good. Actually,
It would have flexed.
because it is designed for a hammock, and when you sit on it before the frickin' sun ate it all, it actually did have a little bit of flex in it. Now, I think my issue is going to be not having the power to pull it, because I am going to shoot it with just my hand power. I might even have one of my stronger buddies pull it. But and then after that, if the shit doesn't blow up for me pulling on it, I'm going to pull it with, I'll give you guys the insight since you stuck around for 2 hours. You're going to hear some cool shit here in a second.
Lawn tractor, quick release. That's all I keep thinking in my head. That's all.
Yeah, I'm going to pull it with a quad or something.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do like a mechanical advantage on it, either to an anchor or I'm going to use like a car hitch or something. But I'm going to pull this thing back to hell and beyond, and I'm going to shoot these flipping arrows as far as they'll go. Now, the thing might blow up, and you may never hear me again after this happens, and I guess you won't even see the video.
No, you gotta have a buddy system so that at least someone posts a video, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'll get 3 million hits on me getting killed by a freaking hammock as it splits my head in half or whatever. But
I don't want to laugh because it's not funny, but I don't know how to handle it. I'm sorry.
No, it would be kind of funny. Like if I was the one watching the video, it'd be probably freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
So for those of you that are out there, 7 viewers, I cannot wait until this arrow thing's over because I have a lot bigger, a lot stronger idea that I'm working on. So you guys are going to be the first ones to know that this thing, if these arrows don't go at least 600 yards, I'm not gonna be able to pull it and let it shoot 600 yards. But after the 3, the average, and the whoever wins, blah blah blah, that deal. But then I want to get crazy with that thing. So if it blows up and turns into a big pile of toothpicks, I'll mail you guys all toothpicks. But it's gonna be I got 2 other arrows or bows I'm gonna build, and they're gonna be flipping crazy. So definitely stay tuned for those ones. But I gotta wait till this one's done because my brain's always working about bigger and better and badder. So I'm like, man, I really want to build this other one, but I gotta get these videos out so I can complete the little series on it. Got Fat Man with a come along and a 4-wheeler winch. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, that sounds like the Moose were playing the ambulance tag stuff put on there.
Yeah,
Greenwood MC. That would be fun if you're that big and badass. It would be kind of cool to just go thrashing around in the city and make havoc with some cars and short storefronts.
I'll upload a video if I can tomorrow because they're all over close to the roadways right now. It's just the time of year.
Is it because of the food or what?
Not the moose, the caribou. Yeah, the caribou. Like I said, over in the soccer field, there was probably about at least 100 of them on the soccer field today at center of the island.
Wow.
You'll see them all the time on the hospital front lawn. They get real brave right, because of all the grass. So they come out for the fresh green grass and
that's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what the draw length is exactly. I think it was 20. With me just holding it and pulling stump Greenwood, it was trying to hold both ends and get it average so I knew how long to make the arrows. But now that I want to torque on it a little more because I'll have the base done hopefully this week that's going to attach to my pickup truck receiver for my, where the hitch would go. It's going to plug in. And then I'm hoping it'll articulate, up and down so I can get a good degree angle. I'm thinking like 45, 50, I don't know, whatever is going to work good to send these arrows into the sky, hopefully over to bush hunt, but probably not. So we'll see.
Oh man, let me see if I can do this here.
Oh, Fat Man's he's on the right track. He's on the right track with what I'm building, but I'm just gonna build it a little bigger So you're on the money train right there, my friend. He said his buddy built one and it was badass, made out of PVC, and he built a crossbow.
Nice.
Yeah. So you're on the right track. That's one of them. The other one is going to be crazy. Hunting on the 50-yard line or midfield. Yeah, so it's going to be a blast. I can't wait to build the next one. The hardest part is the bows are so big you can't just hold them. Like you can't just pick them up. You know what I mean? Like the next one's going to be probably 15 feet long.
No more. No.
Is that your wife, General Banner? Or somebody? Is that you? Oh, he went to the bathroom. And then for a string, I'm thinking about using the P cord because it is rated at 550 pounds. And if you guys haven't, check out the first video and you guys comment on how many feet it is, how many feet you think the average of the 3 arrows is going to go, if you haven't done that already. And it should be a blast. I can't wait to shoot this thing. So it's cool.
It's going to be the better part of Epic.
What's that?
It's going to be the better part of Epic.
I'm hoping so, or it could be a fail. But
Dude, if you do it right, if you get some flex and you do it right, you're going to get beyond 100 feet. There's no doubt about it.
yeah, I'm guaranteeing that almost. But we'll see. I mean, I don't see why not. Shit, little kids' boats, those things shoot 50 feet, easy. So
Yeah, exactly.
I don't see why I can't pull off 300.
You know what I predict? I'm not going to predict feet. I'm going to predict that eventually police will up at your door and want to ask you about the arrow that went through someone's living room.
You know what? That's what I'm going for. I'm going for it. The field I'm going to use is huge.
San Diego column. Yeah.
Big ass field. Maybe I'll shoot it from a boat and see if I can shoot it on land.
A boat?
I don't know. I'm just having fun now.
I hear you.
It'd be freaking badass. I can't wait. I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer. I got the arrow rest all done. Now I just got to I got to complete the 3 arrows. I have them being I used to work at a muffler shop years ago when I was in high school. Welding and all that kind of stuff. So I brought the actually, let me give you guys the insight here. So before I get started, I'm not a huge archery guy. I don't know all the lingo and all that shit. So you gotta bear with me. But basically, these heads here are the heaviest heads that the store had. And he said like 145 grains, or I don't know what it is exactly. Maybe it's 45 grains, I don't know. But the other ones, the normal tip ones, whatever that weight is. So I'm basically going to cut this off right here and cut this off. Not these ones, because these are the ones that are going to fly, but they're at the shop right now. And then they're going to, then they're basically going to be male threaded ends on both sides. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I had them do the inserts so that these arrows are going to be, they're going to be taller than 8 feet. It's going to be insane. And they're going to be, they're going to be, like when you grab each one, like trying to flex it, like they're stiff as hell. It's the strongest ones they have. So we'll see.
You must want to see, right?
Huh?
Buddy at the shop must really want to see this video.
Oh, I know.
I mean, I would. I'd be like, so you're doing what? And you're like, so, and how you doing that?
You should.
I want to see that video when you do it up, though, right? That's exactly how it would be, man. I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna need to see that, for sure. Hey, see if you get them to sponsor you. That'd be cool.
Well, when I went into the archery store, It's a gun store slash archery store. They have a shooting range for archery in there.
Yeah.
He's like, so what are you building? So I'm telling him, I'm all, yeah, I'm building this YouTube video and blah, blah, blah. And he's like looking at me like I'm freaking insane. And then I'm asking him questions like, so what do you think? And he's like, he was a really cool guy. His name was Matt. But he's like, I have no idea. He's all, we don't deal with 13-foot bows, He's like, I'm not sure. Because I was asking him, should I run fletching, like, instead of it just being at the end, like, would that help with it to fly better, And he's like, man, I really don't know because we don't deal with, 8-foot long arrows. So I'm all, well, that makes sense, I guess.
Yeah,
but you
look,
might
the
be
basic principles, and you're just expanding the principles. You're just making it bigger. So
Yeah.
all principles needed to be just, doubled in size or quadrupled or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, Derplinkster's in the house.
Hey,
How are you? How's it going, buddy? Says shoot at pumpkins. They should be cheap by now. Yeah, they're so cheap. The ones my kids carved, I went to pick it up to throw it in the trash, and my fingers went through it because I don't know if it was the sun or whatever. Oh, it was a glob of shit. It was horrible.
Ours did the same thing, but that was because it was so waterlogged from all the rain we've been getting. So
It was so nasty.
and it's cold.
God.
It's like cold. I don't know. Here, let me check something out. I'm gonna see if I can do this. Try this. Lock the screen on me for a second, and I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can do this. I don't know. Just. Do you see that or what?
Yeah. I see
Okay.
it moose on the right.
I'm gonna see if this works.
That one's gonna have a little bit of a hard.
Yeah.
No. No. No more.
Somebody wanted to come out. I think and pet the caribou.
Yeah. Pet the caribou.
You see the caribou or what?
Hell yeah. I don't see a movie. I just see pictures.
Oh really? Oh
Yeah.
shit. Oh sorry guys. Okay. Well, my apologies for that. Well, yeah. There's. I mean, these are caribou. I don't know. Can you see the caribou or?
Yeah. I see the little calf on the top right.
Or you just see the picture still? All the pictures.
I see 4 pictures.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's not working.
Well, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Anyway,
there's a ton of them.
Yeah.
That's cool. What do those weigh in at? Are they closer to an elk or closer to a deer?
They're about in between is really what they are. They're a little heavier than your larger deer, but then you guys got smaller deer in the States, I think. So, you can get them in at, I don't know, dressed quarters will weigh in at between 65 and 95 pounds, depending. That's dressed quarters, right? So,
Yeah.
like I don't know. I've never weighed a caribou full out, right?
What was a quarter weigh in?
Between 65 and 95 pounds. Just depends on the size of the caribou, right?
Yeah. That's pretty close to an elk quarter. I worked in Wyoming on a hunting ranch for 4 months, and yeah, some of those son of a guns were heavy. Fat Man said to use the paracord like you are, or plastic coated steel. I know that was one of my ideas. I think I'm going to use the cable on my bigger bows. That's funny to say, a bigger bow when it's 13 foot 6 inches long, but when I get into the stronger stuff, I got one that's I have one that's going to be stupid sick. It's I I don't want to give it away is the problem. So, but it's going to be freaking. If this video comes out epic, the other ones are going to come out super epic. Don't have any what, Fat Man?
Well, it was just kind of rude just to leave you. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries.
Right.
When it comes to fletching, bigger ain't always better. They're just too impart to impart spin and some drag. Okay. Yeah, because I'm running 2 on that 7'4" arrow, all the way in the back, nothing up front. But what do you think, Stump, running 1 in the middle? Because there's 3 arrows. Think of 3 arrows. And they're all interlocked because of the threads. Do you think I should run the second series of fletching in the back? And maybe put the first one all the way to the rear so there's 2, and then maybe 1 towards the middle? Give me your archery advice. I would surely appreciate it.
So how many arrows are you joining?
3.
So you're going to fletching all the way down the shaft.
No, I'm going to basically, well, I'm going to depend on what Stump says here, but okay, so each shaft, right, it's 32 inches long,
Right.
has fletching on it. So
Right.
I'm going to take the one off the front and put it on the back, the far back. So it'll have 2 there, but I was thinking about leaving the middle arrow, leave it on there. Yeah, the fletching. So maybe I'll do one like that, because I have 2 of the same arrows, and then I have the aluminum one I made that I showed you guys on that other video.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, I'll give that a shot. See what happens.
Do one of each, just because it'd be interesting. Because if you get success with your first one, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, if you were actually looking to actually perfect it to the point where, you know, because knowing you, like I know you, if it works, now you're gonna be like, okay, now I want to see if I can get, you know, accuracy, right?
Oh, I'm gonna shoot something if I can get these things to do something. I'm gonna do. I mean, whether it's 5. What's a normal arrow? Like if I had a 60-pound bow, hopefully you guys out there, it sounds like Stump's an archer, but if I have a 60-pound bow and I set it like say 45 degrees and I let that thing go, what's the normal range of that? Like I have no idea. Like I have kids' bows. I have one compound bow, but it's a kid's bow. So I don't have much experience with bows. I usually just shoot the thing I'm aiming at and set up. So give me the answers. Show me the ways. What does a normal compound bow, or even a recurve bow would probably be more of a better answer. What does that, how far will that shoot? And I don't know what this, some bow fishing arrows don't have any what? One set of 3 fletchings at the rear of the shaft, 5 or 6 inches long, will be enough. Okay, so 3. So I'll do that with one of the arrows. I'll put all 3 at the back, and then one I'll call it the banter arrow, and we'll leave the 1 in the middle and 2 in the rear. See what happens. But yeah, if any of you guys out there know how far a normal arrow will shoot from a recurve bow, a compound bow, just so I get an idea. Because I want this thing to shoot like 600 yards.
Yeah, no doubt. I like the banter arrow. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
It
They might have to spray paint it with a little Canadian maple leaf on there somehow.
Yeah, exactly.
Leave the middle ones and the rear ones, I reckon.
That's what I reckon too.
Yeah.
With such length, why not help it along? You know, keep on track, because the length, I think, you're gonna have a lot of, because of that length and the weight of it. I think I think that fletching in the middle would actually help. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The hard part's going to be, so these inserts, they're aluminum, and these things, and they're epoxied in. So these things, you know, a double-ended one of these things is going to go in there. So I tighten them together, but the hard part is going to be to get the fletching to line up with the second one. You know what I'm saying? Like to get this nice and snug, to have all the fletching lined up. So,
yeah, I guess you're right, because you don't know where it's going to stop, right?
Yeah, so I have to wait. So I might have to file the aluminum a little bit, just so I can get like maybe another quarter turn or something, or whatever it is.
I was just going to say, if you plan that out right, you'll have it so it lines up almost perfectly. All right? But it'll have to be a...
Oh, here we go. So Stump says 60 pounds with a 28-inch draw on an angle of 40 to 45 degrees should be good for 350 to 450 yards in calm winds. Wow, that's fucking far. See, now I want to say I should be able to double or triple that, but I'm sure I can't.
You might want to paint these fluorescent just in case it does go, so you can find this son of a bitch again, because that's an expensive arrow at the end of the day.
Yeah, those things are hard to find anyways, even at 45 feet away in the bushes. It ought to go. I'm hoping that it freaking gets crazy. How fun would it be to all of a sudden you shoot this thing and your draw drops because it is way past where you thought it was going to go.
Dude,
You're like, oh shit, like there's houses way over there.
it had better work because I'm promoting the shit out of this sucker. I am going to promote the hell out of this video.
Well, promote it.
I'm gonna.
All right. Yeah,
I'm gonna do a video tomorrow.
I need to hook up with Stump. He's got the freaking arrowology here. Let's see, arrow weight and balance will have a lot to do with the distance of flight. Arrow weight and balance. So I'm running carbon fiber, Stump, and it's the like 340, 360, whatever. I should go get it. But it is it's the stiffest shaft they said they make. The weak wow. The weak link I think is going to be, because there's only this much in the, well, double that. There's only that much holding the two arrows together. So, you know, like an inch and a quarter, inch and a half maybe. So that's what's going to hold that. So we'll see. I don't know. It's going to be, should be freaking awesome.
Better part of awesome, I'd say.
And then I bought a trigger, you know, like it goes around your wrist for archery. The
Yeah.
trigger. So once we get to the crazy point, I'll use it normal, right? And then pull the trigger. I'll do my 3 arrows. Oh, wait, hold on. The wood frame won't help like the fiberglass on a real bow. The string is going to be doing the most work. Attach a dog tracking collar. Yeah, that's the problem, is it's not, but wait till you see my, I think it's going to be 16 foot long. It's going to be a recurved bow that I know is going to shoot far. Like, I cannot wait till this whole wood fiberglass, this wood deal's over, because this thing is going to be flipping insane. And I will send it 900. I don't know. I think it's going to be awesome. So,
Yeah.
But it's fun. What's your new videos coming up? I gotta quit talking about my arrow thing. It's getting me all excited. I want to go build the other one already.
Dude, I'm waiting, man. I'm waiting. That's going to be epic. I'm telling you. I'm so doing a video tomorrow. I am going to drag all kinds of attention to it. It's
Good.
It's going to be awesome.
I could use it.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
For sure. The dog tracking collar. Is it small enough that it's not going to screw up the flight? My friend wants me to put a GoPro on the end of it, so maybe at the end. I don't think it's going to fly for shit with a GoPro on the end of it, though.
No, I wouldn't say.
It could be a cool-ass video, though.
Yeah, well, a short-lived one, I think, but yeah.
Yeah. It should be fun.
Dude, I'm gonna put you on spot tomorrow, man. You're gonna have to. It's gonna be nuts. I'm gonna be putting out a video, and it's gonna be. You know how I put out videos talking about your channel or your contest. It's gonna be great.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, it's gonna be epic. You're gonna get subscribers, and your prize is gonna have to be pretty epic for the person who gets the closest to the distance that you shoot, because there's gonna be a lot of people.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. I haven't even looked, but I haven't seen anything like this. At least with the little family of friends we have here on YouTube. I don't think anybody's done an arrow deal. I'm sure somebody's done something, but
I don't know, man.
my wife's like, hey, you need to, because we're trying to move, in case you guys don't know. She's like, you need to get rid of that hammock holder. And I'm like, I don't want to throw it away. And then I'm all, oh, I got an idea.
You really came up with it that fast?
Yeah. I was
Oh.
like, I have a perfect idea for this.
I love you. That's great.
Yeah, I can't wait. It was a joke. No collars or GoPros. Flight 12 feet. Yeah, but it would be a cool 12 feet.
It would be a cool 12 feet. You're right.
It would be cool.
Yeah.
I figure, maybe Bush Hunt or Just Ducky could do some editing like it flew forever. Maybe I'll send Bush Hunt one of the arrows at the end, and he can like be doing a video, and like all of a sudden this big ass arrow sticks in the ground. They'd be like, "Holy shit, he did make it over here."
Yeah. Yeah.
It'd be awesome. Has anybody heard from Texas Jedi? I know he's on Days and Kids and Wrestling and all that other shit. But man, he fell off the face of the earth, I think.
Well,
that guy is a good guy.
I see him comment on Facebook usually at least 3-4 times a week, right? Share something on Facebook.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I gotta push my Isyour6 deal on Facebook. I don't ever put much shit on there.
No, either do I, really. I just, no, I used to, but I mean, I don't know. I just try to find the time to get on and watch videos, and that tends to be a bit hard. It'll slow down quite a bit more for me here, like you said. Once winter hits, and I'll start doing some series and stuff like that on my channel. But otherwise, it's quiet time for me, so to speak. I got to stay up until like 3 in the morning just to get some chatting in with some good people, right? Which is kind of cool. So.
That's right. Fat Man Putty wants to build an air cannon for the Devil's Toothpick. I don't know what the Devil's Toothpick is, but what is it?
I think you're going to like the idea of an air cannon, though.
Well, no, the reason why I was asking is, have you guys seen that thing? It's called Fly Assault.
No.
Have you seen that?
No.
It's a toy gun. Like, think of a toy gun.
Yeah.
Look it up online. It's called Fly and then Assault. So A-S-U-L-T. Or A-S-A-L-T. Like assault, but assault. It's this gun where you pour salt into it.
Yeah, I seen it.
And then you pump it back, and you shoot flies with it. It's fucking badass.
I've seen it, and it is. I've seen it in slow motion and everything. It's like, it's totally badass.
I know. I was thinking, man, I should have invented that. Damn it.
I know, right?
That is freaking cool. Fat Man Put Jedi got fed up with all the bullshit. He must have had some problems.
No, he had some. Yeah, I think he had some just personal life stuff to catch up on, and
yeah, no, his wife was in the hospital there for a little while.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, exactly, right. So when the really truly important stuff in life kind of gets in the way of entertainment, right? And that's kind of what it comes down to. And not just entertainment, because it's more than entertainment on YouTube. Obviously, there's a lot of learning going on, and there's networking, and you meet, you create genuine friendships on here. No doubt about that either. So.
Yeah, definitely met a lot of great people on this deal.
Oh
it's
man!
Funny because my wife, she'll be watching TV, and I'll be all, I'm gonna go play on the computer. She'll be all, are you guys gonna talk about world chaos and doom? I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
No. We're going to talk about, crazy things that kids on skateboards do.
Exactly. We're going to talk about big ass arrows and bows.
Yeah. Switch it up a little bit.
My wife thinks I'm crazy, but she likes that about me as well.
Well, I was thinking it was one of a couple of things that she keeps you around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She found a place over there that's on 57 acres.
Oh, nice.
But I guess the house is like, it's right in town, which is really cool. It's on the river, so you can kayak from your house. You have to drive like a little, you'd have to drive like a little ATV or something down to get to the water. But you could kayak all day long. And then, but the house, I guess, is really old, and she's like, the property's awesome, but we'd have to tear down the house. I'm like, ah, shit.
Yeah. It's nice when you get something to work with, right? You know, but
Yeah.
tearing
Well,
down
it's got a barn and a shop on it, and all I'm thinking is 57 acres of fucking arrow slinging YouTube videos.
I knew you were thinking something like that. That's
Yeah.
cool.
I want to build if I get that place, I want to build an underground shooting range because it's right in town, so you can't basically fire a weapon in town per se. But if I built, you know, those big ass culverts that they build, like basically like I'm gonna use the word what the not you know those where you can go underground and live for a while. They're like 16-foot culverts, the corrugated shit.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking of building an underground shooting range. You know, it can be just a foot underground, but if it was like, say, I don't know, say, what would be a good range? Like 50 yards is a little much.
Make it 3 feet underground.
Okay, 3 feet underground. No, but I'm saying the length of it. Like an indoor shooting range, you could pretty much get to what you want with, say, 25 yards, right? I mean, you get some good tactical stuff if you kept your groups tight. It would work.
Well, yeah, you definitely work with 25 yards. There's no doubt about it. But why stop there?
Oh, money. Money's. What's this deal with the? I want to know. I gotta see Fat Man's video with the toothpick. The devil's toothpick. What is that? It's just badass. Stump said. Thanks, Bubba. What I owe you for promotional costs. We've been promoting you all night, my friend.
Indeed.
Which is good. I gotta see that. I'm gonna write it down right now and go back to the devil's toothpick. Figure out what the heck it is.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Let's all go back and frickin' find it. Let's do that.
Except me, I gotta go right now because it's 2:52. You.
Oh, you still got 4 minutes.
Oh, I can't believe you do this to me every time.
Well, I appreciate it.
I'm gonna get excited again, and then I'll be up for another friggin' hour.
So the bow thing. Whatever. Yeah. So are you really gonna build a video? Are you gonna promote the shit out of that thing?
Tomorrow, buddy, happening. It's so happening.
All right. Make sure they put in their feet, and they gotta share it, and they gotta be a subscriber.
Oh,
all the dumb rules that everybody else puts on there, you know, might as well.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it up. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna put you under a lot of pressure for it. It's gonna be awesome. I'm not gonna announce the prize or nothing, but I mean, I'm gonna, you know.
I don't even know what the prize is yet. I guess the farther it shoots, the better the prize will be. Let's just say that.
Yeah, because you'll be a lot more better mood.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if the guy's one that said like 15 feet, which it very well could be, the wood could split, and I may even get less than that.
Yeah.
But I'm really hoping for more. So.
Yeah. If it goes 15 feet, you're gonna get I'm gonna try to cut the arrow down and ship you the arrow. Okay.
Yeah, no shit, huh? Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Those are expensive arrows.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
You must imagine.
Yeah, I spent a little bit on this project.
I'm thinking so. Yeah, I'm thinking so.
And I haven't even built the mount yet. I know you gotta go.
No, I said to myself that when I seen this, I go, is that a hammock thing? It looks like a hammock holder there. And then you kind of go on and go, yeah, it is. Thinking, yeah, this is going to be epic. He's not going to stop at just some kind of, yeah, well, you know, we'll do, no, he's going to go all out under this sucker. I can just tell. And, yeah, this is awesome. I'm promoting the shit out of this tomorrow. There's no doubt about it. Have to.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man. Like you said, as much as I'm gonna appreciate the end results, I'm just gonna love it. It'll be awesome. I think it's gonna. Yeah, you're gonna.
What'd you guess? Have you even guessed yet? I don't think you have.
No, it's going to go beyond 100. I don't know, but I think that if you do it right, and like you said, I don't know if there's going to be enough flex to really get it in. It's going to be your string that's going to do a lot of the work.
Yeah.
You know, so what are you using for string again?
A P cord.
Oh, well then.
Fat man, take care, my friend.
Yeah, take care, bud. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, there's enough flex in that too, I betcha.
Well, one of the guys put on there to use, and it could be Stump, maybe. Can't remember who it was. But they said to use, like, you know, that rubber band shit that you use for, like, slingshots? You know, that
Yeah.
rubber tube stuff?
Like surgical tubing almost.
Yeah, surgical tubing. Like that stuff.
Well, that would give you some guarantees, no doubt about it.
Yeah, Der Plinkster says he wants to see it go off. He can't wait.
I can't either. This is like
I'm pumped up. I want to see it too. I'm getting close. I'm getting close, but I got to build the mount. A lot of it has to do with the mount. So think of this big ass thing on its side, right?
Yeah.
And it's going to be attached to this big mount deal that comes off my hitch, and then I'm going to shoot it over the cab of my truck. So I might send it right through my back window, which I'm hoping not. But so I'm going to be able to be on the ground and tug on this thing as hard as I can tug on it. And I may even cheat. I may like grab a rope and attach it to a truck and like hold the one end with my left hand and like pull with my right, you know, to get some more kitty up on it. So we'll see what happens.
This is going to be good.
It is. I can't wait.
Get some options for your string is all I was thinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the hard part. There's a lot of shit involved in this thing, like what's going to work the best, you know, and a lot of people like Stump, he's, you know, told me a lot of stuff that'll help out for sure.
Even if you had like, you know, 2 feet of the, even if you had 2 feet of the,
the bungee cord shit on the ends, huh?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. 2 feet on each end of it. You know what I mean? Something to with the P cord. Just you could have your spring coming at the ends a little bit, but then you're not going to depend on any flex from your.
I know there won't be any flex there. I don't know. That's the problem is I don't know which way to go, and I don't want to practice because I don't want to spend have to buy another $100 worth of freaking arrows.
No, geez, I guess not. Yeah, I think if you hooked up your, if you basically took like I said, you know, a foot or two on each end where you hooked in your strings on each end, and if you put some kind of elastic principled rope or whatever on the ends to your P string, I think that would probably give you that spring you're looking for.
Yeah. I almost thought about flipping it over so it's like a recurve bow. You know what I mean? And I was thinking, I don't know if that's going to work because it's so one way.
Yeah, I think you're probably better off staying where you were at, but
yeah, I'm thinking so.
Work on it, see what it comes up with, promoting it tomorrow, sir.
All right, have a good night. Thank you guys, everybody out there for hanging out with us, and hopefully you learned, you know, maybe one knot. Hopefully or maybe you're a ropeologist and you didn't have to deal with any of them and you already knew them all very well. And if you did, you should have got your ass on here and helped us out, learn some new knots. But have a great night. I appreciate everybody again. Thank you very much, and I will see you guys later. So take care, and remember, is your 6 covered? Bye. Let's see, stop broadcast.